Heyo, welcome to episode 2. We got Beat Freaks Geeks and we got Eric Schaefer here. I don't know if you know about Eric. He's got a little residency at the Scotland Yard.
What's up?
And Beat Freaks has been hanging with the Simple Bar for a little while.
Yeah.
7 years.
Yeah. 7 years
Wow.
now at Simple Bar?
Since they opened.
Oh, wow. How'd you guys first start connecting with them, or like?
That's a funny story.
Great question. It's not too funny. Well,
it's like it was funny at first because it was a different owner before the.
Yeah, so we used to me and Nick, we were in the same DJ crew. And I was looking for a space to throw Beats Freaks Geeks. So, I'm going through the valley, stopping, knocking door to door. And most of everybody said no. Everybody's like, no. Sci-fi movies, producers, get out of here, kid. So I'm like, geez. So I'm driving. I remember going home one night. And I'm like, let me stop by Privacy, see if it, see what's going on there. So I stop in. It's not Privacy anymore. It's Simple Bar now. Yeah. So I meet Isaac, the owner. I pitched the idea, and he just looked at me dead in the eyes. He said, I love it.
Oh my God.
And then we've been rocking there ever since, man. So Simple Bar has become a family to us.
Yeah.
They're definitely not only from our events, but DJing there on the weekends, partying there on the weekends, and it's a family affair over there.
It's definitely been an era for sure.
You've done other venues though, right? Like what are some other ones you've done?
Me, so I'm the official tour DJ for Jay Sean, the recording artist, if anybody remembers him. Baby, are you down, 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 down? So no, I do. I spent 10 years like touring, just traveling abroad, hopping from country to country, doing a lot of one-offs, tours in Australia, things like that. Then I play other events throughout LA with Quality, our DJ crew.
Yeah,
we rocked. That was like 6 years.
That was right before BFG.
Yeah. So we stay busy.
Oh,
cool. Yeah.
And
Then we do like our afters too every once in a while, which is like it just would be like a random venue in downtown, like we're doing tomorrow, or just wherever like everyone wants to throw like a giant mini fest party. We're always open to the idea.
Beats Freaks, or is it called something else?
No, it's like Beats Freaks Geeks affiliated. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the name of the after hours, we call it Night of the Freaks. Yeah. The big difference is it's DJ based, not producer based. So it's for like that. Nick takes the helm on that as our house guy. So
more of like the dance.
Yeah.
Like instead of like more towards the lo-fi, I do more like the techno house, drum and bass, fast paced DJ stuff. Less live shows. More DJ.
So he books the DJs for that as well. So anyone looking to get down from 11 to 5 in the morning, holla at bttrswts.
And if you want to book me, you can book me too.
And then Eric, tell us a little bit about yourself. How'd you start with Scotland Yard?
I mean, I was just a regular over there for a while, for like 2018 to like whenever till now, basically. I mean, I don't really go there on my own that much unless I'm playing a show there or booking one. But yeah, I just sort of one day asked them, it's like, hey, can I book a show over there? And they were like, yeah, sure. And they gave me the book, and the book, was pretty empty. And I was like, oh, well.
It was literally a book?
Yeah, they have a book.
It's a physical one.
They have a calendar book.
We'll book you. Here's a book.
Yeah, exactly.
Leather-bound book.
A leather-bound book, yeah. Legendary
It's just
leather-bound
an actual book. There's actually words in there. It's like the Hunger Games. Right over it.
That's so funny.
But anyway, so I just started booking stuff mostly for myself, and then eventually I just, turned into a thing where I just like started curating shows and had a lot of fun doing it. So
you said 2018. What did you do during like the COVID time or whatnot? Or like
during the COVID time, I mean,
Twitch probably.
Yeah, I mean,
that time.
I was.
Don't bring that up, man.
I had a
The
great
blip.
I had a great time, honestly. The government gave me a lot of money, so I bought a bunch of pro audio gear, put together like a little studio.
Allegedly.
And,
Nice.
allegedly.
Hey, IRS, we found him. IRS, is this?
They're actually undercover.
Yeah. Yeah. And and basically I just had a lot of time to catch up on recording and doing creative stuff that I didn't have time before that to do, basically.
Did you mess with the streams at all or not?
The stream, I try to get into the streams, and then I don't know. I'm just not a streamy guy, really.
Okay.
Amen.
I tried, but then like the studio I had, like it was in the middle of nowhere, so like I didn't really, I couldn't like get internet out there, and I sort of I started making YouTube content out of there later under the Last Outpost broadcast. So that's like a YouTube channel you can come check out and see, like live performances of bands and stuff. So I started doing that out of there, but before that I was mostly doing like engineering stuff out of there and just I basically started an album, a solo album, under my project Del Vertigo during the pandemic, and I'm still working on it. It's like 13, 12 songs. It's a total, something like that. It's a total like,
You're in a couple bands, right?
juggernaut of a album thing project. I don't know. That project just happens when it happens, Yeah. But yeah, I'm in way too many projects right now.
How many can you name?
Okay, so I play guitar in a band called Eternally Cowboy. I play bass in a band called Smitten, which is like a funk. The first one's like a shoegaze. Yeah, the first one's like a
I like that
shoegaze.
one.
Yeah, that was a cool name.
Yeah, the first one's like a shoegaze, like sort of Mazzy Star type deal.
Ooh, I love Mazzy stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, Eternally Cowboy. That's the band I'm in, and then Smitten on bass. That's like a funk R&B type thing.
Okay.
That's cool.
Neo
I
soul
like
type
that.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Neo, man said Neo Soul.
And then my solo project is Del Vertigo, which is sort of like a Radioheady type indie rock, like dark stuff, for the most part. And
That's
then I
dope.
have my electronic stuff, under Flawjik, which Flawjik's my oldest project, I think, out of all of them technically. But like it kind of went dormant forever because like I used to do it on Logic, hence the name,
Oh, dang, I was about to ask you that. I'm like, what's with the flawjik?
Yeah, I
thing?
know.
How did that come out?
So yeah, I mean, I used to do it on Logic back in like 2013. Around then, that's when I first started making beats. And then I eventually stopped that project, but then I got back into it on an Electron Digitact, sample-based beat making. So I'm working on a thing for that. I have basically an EP/album for that I'm ready to. I need to get mastered, but other than that, it's pretty much done, I think.
Do you send your stuff out to get mastered, or you do it yourself?
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. I'm trying to figure out if I should just say, F it and release it the way or master it myself, or if I should, put some money down on it.
Yeah, mastering yourself gets pretty tough.
Yeah, I mixed my first like couple EPs, like solo EPs under Del Vertigo, and it takes forever.
Because you start paying attention.
It
to
changes
like,
your brain too.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you go from like creative mode to more like
That's the tough part.
To be fair, that is like a part of the creative thing for me, like the mixing part. It's absolutely like I have fun with it, but it also drives me up the wall.
Yeah, sound design. The sound design is
Yeah.
the hardest. Not the hardest part for me, but the most annoying because I think you have less fun and you're more have to get more focused on it. And I think
Exactly, and it's just the more you listen to it over and over and over again for years, it's like it just turns into mush, and then you're like, okay, well, this sucks.
I think
it's like,
especially because you evolve creatively too.
Exactly,
So,
and so it's like so long. It takes so long to to get anything done that way, So it's like you move on creatively, and then you want to, you want to move on, but then you can't, So you have to go back to this like old vibe you were doing.
Let it breathe. I learned like during COVID. I think that's when like I kind of like brought me over the top of like mastering my own stuff. It's just because you're like that's all you could really do. You can't go anywhere. So I think that that helped me get over the hump for like mastering my own stuff, and it was a pain in the ass, but it kind of did help me. Like you said, like certain things did come through good out of it, but it's definitely tough, dude.
Yeah,
I got like good artists that like make good shit and then always come up to me and like Dead Sean. He like always asks me what's on my master channel, but he's like a great artist. He creates beautiful tracks, but the mastering thing always just gets people. It's kind of nuts.
Yeah, for me it's like at this point I feel like I need a second pair of ears on it whenever I get done with the initial creative part, 'cause then it's just like I don't know, I just move on, like I said, I have so many projects. It's like
especially I can imagine with you moving in and out of so many different genres, that whole process alone, and then having to stop that and work on like the more technical side of the mixing and the mastering, that's got to be a weird pullback, right?
Yeah, because it's sort of like you have to like be able to step into it and step out of it, like look at it from like a first person point of view, like be really in it, and then you have to look at it from like a third person point of view of like what does it sound like to other people, you know.
Yeah.
I also do ambient music just under my own name. You know, I have a couple other songs just under my own name that don't fall into any of my projects. You know,
That's cool.
Man, this dude like my man from Split.
Yeah. It's too much. It's just like
Just multi music
you guys,
personalities.
Before you guys release something, do you guys like ask a couple people like, hey, how does this sound to you guys?
Man, I don't
Like,
release
what-
nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
no,
send mine to a couple people.
That's my thing. Like Nick always tells me, he's like, man, you should just, because he's the only person I like let hear some of the stuff I make
Yeah.
personally. You should put this out, man. Nah.
Then he'll send it to me to mix or just
no,
master it.
and what's crazy is I'm super self-conscious about my art.
Yeah.
I think
Like-
everyone is though.
Like,
man.
you know, I
Yeah.
can host events, I can DJ all day, I can do this, but when it comes to like putting out art, man, I cannot do it for some
probably means
reason.
you're good.
It's nerve wracking, like because I feel
You
like
just care
art,
more.
art is such a it's such an intimate process for a creative,
Yeah.
right? And then so your project, whatever it is, that's like your baby,
Right.
right? So it's like imagine giving birth to a child and then the fear of someone saying, "Man, that's an ugly baby."
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
terrible.
think that's
Right? Nobody wants to deal with that.
As weird as that of a comparison that is, I think that's true.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like I've seen like a lot of artists like there's like a lot of like competition sometimes. And whenever like one guy goes like, man, he ain't that great, and, like a lot of people get really angry.
Yeah,
So,
no,
like,
man. It's,
I understand why though.
artists are sensitive about their work, and I any artist who says otherwise is a fucking liar.
Yeah.
I personally wish someone would critique me like a motherfucker, to be honest, but no one ever does. Kind of makes me mad.
People
I feel
critique
like
me,
I critique you pretty hard. And you're like,
Yeah,
"Nah."
but not like super like, I don't know. I guess I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to like my own tracks, right?
Yeah.
I feel like any opinion I give, you're just gonna override it anyway.
No, some things I'm actually right about.
Yeah, I feel like at this point I'm like so like numb to it that when people criticize me over anything, I'm just like, oh, okay, that's your
Yeah.
opinion, man. You know?
And that's how you
Yeah.
should be. That I mean, honestly, and it's tough. You got to have thick skin to do that,
Yeah.
right? To be able to let that roll off and understand that everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Exactly.
And everyone has different taste.
As
And
it's so
yeah.
subjective, you just have to find the people.
Exactly.
that,
That's what
like,
I've learned
you
like
know,
the hard way. And there's
that,
been
like-
like a couple artists that sent me songs like, what do you think about this song? Should just be a single. And I'll honestly be like, it's not the one. It's like
Yeah.
maybe use one of the other songs, right? And they don't listen to me. They'll
ow.
still
But
talk.
you know it's weird. So I'm
It's
the
the third
opposite.
track of the
I'm the
EP.
opposite. I do not like to. I hate it when people ask me that type of stuff because I'm with you. Like art to me is so subjective. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I don't want my opinion to fuck up your because for all I know, to me it could be shit. But it could go viral for your fan base or whoever that you're
Right.
playing. So I don't want to be that person
Yeah.
to put my, what I like on
Yeah.
someone else.
I don't even know what's going
Yeah.
on anymore. I don't know what's good.
It's the Wild West,
Yeah,
man.
I don't know what's
it's anybody's game.
What's good or bad or what, because the stuff that's like successful
Well,
these days doesn't make sense.
I used
Yes,
to say,
I
like,
agree. Something on major that stuff's like it signs to
Right.
major labels. You're just like, how did this even get passed? Like,
My booty hole brown.
it's like a nepo baby or something.
Yeah.
man. I don't know.
Back then, I used to have like opinions that just straight up like, I don't think they're like that
Mhm.
serious about it. But like now, I'm like totally. Even after I give a harsh opinion, I'm like, but music is subjective, so you
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah.
Because like,
Yeah.
You got to
Like I
give the
was-
disclaimer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, there's been like 3 times now where like an artist is like, I'll honestly hate the song, and I'm like, that was
Interesting.
bad.
We run into that sometimes with our submissions, right? So
Yeah.
because like the core of BFG has always been, everybody at no genres. It's everyone's playground, right? But still, we have to be somewhat selective on who gets to hit the stage, and sometimes people will send me music, and I'm just like, I'll hit Nick up like, I don't know, but
How does this? Yeah, how does this sound? Like,
Yeah.
I'll be honest to God, truth though.
Yeah.
I just think there's a difference between someone asking you to like listen to it and someone asking you like, hey, what do you think? So
Yeah.
I think an artist got to make sure which one they're asking and which answer they want. Because I guess sometimes artists will probably just listen to it and just be like, all right, that's all right. You just
But
be
even
like,
in
eh.
like both scenarios, I gave kind of like a negative opinion, and then
Yeah.
like the song blew up on its own. Where I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it happens,
Yeah,
man.
no, you're never
Like, yeah,
right
it
with
straight up
art. You
happens.
are never right with
Yeah,
art.
yeah.
I know, it seems like that.
I mean, they got like rappers not on time anymore, so it's like I don't.
Yeah.
To me, that sounds like terrible.
The
but-
world famous Detroit cadence.
Yeah, I-
Do you guys know you
the
know
on
Miles?
drugs cadence. I have no idea.
Who's
dude.
that?
You know Miles? Oh my god, just look him up. He's on YouTube.
Miles.
Yeah.
He's like the most ridiculous rapper you ever hear.
these people blow up. I'm just like,
Yeah, man, that's
what.
what. But I like that too. I think that's one of the gifts that we received from this new era of social media and everyone having a platform is that shit. It's anyone's game, right? And that's how art should be, right? If you put in the work, if I don't like
Marketing.
it, if you put in your
marketing for
work,
sure.
if you put in the time in and it goes somewhere, good for you, right? I can't say it's shit. I mean, it's shit to me, but it's gold to somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so weird. It's so weird.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
subjective, and there's like a lot of music that I'm sure like some of us aren't really into. Like of course, there's like the usual country or like the really.
Why everybody
thrown
hate
back-
country so
I don't
much?
like new country. It's basically just pop,
I
dude.
love country. I like old country.
I like old country too.
Old
I just
country.
don't like the new. I
I
don't
think
like.
it's. I just.
Chris
Johnny-
Stapleton's like the closest thing like to country I like nowadays.
Beyonce.
Yeah, well, we're like
Yeah.
West Coast, so that's like the most safest answer.
Like
Yeah.
Waze, I don't know if you
You
guys
know?
have heard of like Waze Blood, but she's probably like folk
That
type
is
rock.
not country.
But she has some like country esque song, like old that
yeah,
sound
kinda.
old school, and you're just like that sounds more country to
But
me.
she's never had
Even
like
though
a
she's not
twang.
country, then country's out right
You
now.
know,
You're
I
just
can
like,
honestly
I
say
don't understand it.
I like
I mean,
everything.
Diplo,
So I have here's my rule.
Diplo's doing Stagecoach, bro.
I have a rule when it comes to consuming like art, music, whatever. I call it the 5-second rule. If I can vibe to it for more than 5 seconds, I fucking like it. I don't care what genre it is. Cause my fucking Spotify playlist looks erratic as hell. You'd be like, who is it? You'll never figure out who this person is if you went through my playlist,
Yeah.
because it's like if 5 seconds in, it caught my attention, I like it.
I was just in Austin the other day because I went for the eclipse.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
no.
dope.
Yeah.
Did you wear your
That was-
glasses?
That was awesome. Well, yeah.
You
I
got
did.
full eclipse out there, right?
Yeah, they get the full- they got the
man.
full
It's my
blast.
second one too.
Shit.
Yeah, that's my second.
Jealous.
Yeah, it's beautiful. If you don't know what it was, if you didn't know what it was without a context, you think
Yeah.
the world was ending.
Wow.
You know?
That's pretty
It's
crazy,
beautiful,
yeah.
Though. It's like it's.
We only got the half over here. It's like a-
Yeah,
it's like a
We got
croissant.
half a cheek.
Yeah,
It's
but
like a
anyway,
croissant.
I was in Austin and like. Man, they still love country out there, like old country.
Like, yeah,
Like,
oh,
you know,
yeah,
like-
it's
Well,
like-
there's like a resurgence.
like bad
now.
old country or good.
no,
like,
no. I mean, like it's all like kind of Hank Williams style.
Okay.
stuff.
Oh, that
Yeah.
Desperado
the
shit.
lap
Yeah.
steel
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
that's the good stuff.
You know, like the like the really twangy.
Okay.
I like the twangy
Yeah.
stuff. It's not it's
like
not
that
bad.
bluegrass country.
It's
Kinda.
more like
It's more like-
I don't know how to describe it. It's a lot. It's very like Hank Williams, Marty Robbins, things like that, where it's just super vibey.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the
And,
good
like,
stuff I'm talking
kind of,
about.
kind of emotional, kind of sad, but
Yeah.
like just like very very nice.
Well, it's like real
Okay.
shit. It's like they talk
Exactly.
about real shit.
And that's what I
not like
miss about
trucks and
music. I
red
miss,
cups and fucking
dude,
getting wasted.
I
That's-
miss. You know what song I was vibing to the other day on my way to work?
What's that?
Fortunate Son.
Oh,
Yeah,
Right?
Vietnam song.
Yeah, bro. And
It's always been a vibe,
I'm
though.
listening to the lyrics, and I love that fucking song. But you listen to the lyrics, it's like
Great song.
They
yeah.
took-
overplayed.
That's-
but
yeah, it's
they
always been a great song.
took meaning out of music at some time. I feel like the '60s was the
formula.
last
It's-
era of music.
It's always there. It's just what's pop. It's just what like.
Well, yeah. Let me
is
rephrase.
popular.
In terms of popular music,
But
yeah, pop.
that stuff wasn't really. It wasn't like really popular back then. It was more of like the
Yeah.
alternative music.
you think so?
know?
Yeah.
No,
But that's
for
the thing. The
sure.
alternative music kind of lasts. Like with all generations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like that's the stuff that people
90s
listen to later,
alternative.
and they're like, oh, this was actually really good. Where were we when this was
Like,
around?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know if you don't know, but NWA's concerts weren't that popping really early on. Like some of them didn't sell out at all.
Jimi
Of course,
Hendrix,
yeah.
Jimi
as
Hendrix was like a closer at like
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
like
That
they
which
gave
is
him like the
crazy.
last like
Well, yeah. That
bomb-
I would say
barrel
that's
bomb of the
every
barrel.
big artist, though, right?
Yeah.
You gotta
he didn't get
cut your
big
teeth.
until he like died.
Yeah.
like for
Carlos
instance,
Santana was an
Santana.
opener, which is also
Yeah,
insane.
that's what that's what I'm saying. Like these guys, they were like they were still success. Well, this is a different thing because you were still able to be successful. Like off of music, even if you weren't like a huge pop star back then, which
Yeah.
that's what's different.
Because you had actual physical cop. People actually
Yeah.
had to buy your music.
It was,
Yeah, people
there was
had
a lot
actually
more
to
money
see
in
it.
music
Yeah.
back
You
then. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
You couldn't just stream it. People it wasn't accessible easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
You remember the digital renaissance of music where there was this time where it was like right when Napster and BearShare and LimeWire, when all that became a big thing. I was like in college during that time. And And there was this notion that, okay, this is going to change the music landscape for independent artists. This is going to be our time. The labels are going down. And then the labels figured out how to capitalize again with the introduction of like Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify.
I don't know if they really did though, because I feel like the streaming platforms kind of screwed like everybody.
But at the same time, the labels have their pigeonholed on like who gets front and center.
Well, when the iPods first came out, you'd buy albums digitally through iTunes, and that's how they get their money. Yeah. And then you upload the music to your iPad, and the only way you get illegal music is if you use LimeWire.
Yeah, LimeWire.
And sometimes you downloaded like porn you didn't want. You're just like, what the fuck?
or your computer just crashed.
Yeah, because of porn you didn't want.
Dude, the one like genius tactic was definitely Soulja Boy though, because I would want to download Linkin Park, and
he's actually like a pioneer. Yeah. He's actually been a pioneer for like multiple things in the music game. It's kind of nuts.
Sure. He's also like such a ridiculous character.
Yeah,
so
it's like when your antics outweigh your contributions.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what's different. I think is that like the antics like outweigh the contributions
nowadays. Yeah,
and it's like it's just about being like viral.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
Garnering the most attention. And stuff like that.
And it's ridiculous, right? Because now you don't even. Remember back in the day when an album would drop, the anticipation you had for your favorite artist, that running home, cutting open the CD thing, looking through the liner notes, and you sat and listened through the whole thing. It was like a movie, but for your ears, right? Now,
I still have that. I
feel like if you're from that era, you still do that. But these, like the younger generation, you got them for like a minute.
Yeah, well,
you got a minute to
Also, like, nobody can pay attention. That's like a I don't know. That's like a deeper thing. I feel like where it's just like everybody's been blaring commercials at you for like your entire life. You know?
In the fact that you can switch from so much content so quickly. Yeah. Like even like when you're on like Spotify or whatnot, you listen to a song. I want to listen to this one now, or I want to listen to.
I can't do that. I straight up have OCD with that, where I need even if it's a song. Even if it's a song that I don't like that much, I still
you got to go start to finish.
Wow. Yeah.
Everyone's doing like
sometimes if it's really bad, I'll be like, okay, enough. But like
the extended version is 20 minutes.
Well, everyone's doing like shorter songs. That's what I was gonna say. Like everyone nowadays is doing shorter songs
because you're making the songs for the purpose of virality in social media.
But some of these artists, like Self-Esteem, used to do like long songs, and now like this past few albums have been like 2 minutes.
Nobody's listening past a minute.
Man? What happened to your?
Like, let me tell you, when I do private events, right? So if I do a private event and it's for like younger kids, if you play a song more than 40 seconds, they're just staring at you like, "What are you doing?" Like, why are you still playing this past the hook?
Wait,
our friend Tony like does. I think. Well, you do the bar mitzvahs
we
too
do
sometimes.
the same.
He says he like does like the hook of the song changes immediately.
That's it. Yeah, you just bang,
nonstop,
bang, bang,
just
bang.
like 30 seconds to a minute, and that's all he plays.
I
It's
think
like
it has a
absolutely
lot to do
wild.
with like the boiler room era of stuff, of like seeing people go through mixes like really fast.
Yeah,
and, like seeing the transitions.
Nah, I feel like it's worse. Nah, it's.
I mean, boiler room still. Well, electronic music like techno and house still. You still do the extended versions, but. And like a mainstream aspect, it's losing the long like everything's losing the long version of everything. It's just straight.
The thing is,
TikTok
like,
DJ madness.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Like, it stopped being that a DJ was like the tastemaker of the whole entire party.
Oh yeah, you're not that
and
guy.
More there, like you're like more.
Yeah, it's not Jazzy Jeff.
You're
days.
like a spectacle, and like there's certain highlights you're trying to hit.
And not even I always say too, because when I started DJing, that was one of the things that drew me to DJing. It was like being able to share my love for music and introduce people to music. Right. Back in the 90s and the early 2000s, you as a DJ, when you went to the record store or you had your record pool, everyone didn't have access to the music you had. So when you played that new something, people were like, "What the fuck is that? What is this guy playing?" And they would come up to you like, "What is that?"
That's why I'm into house and techno now.
But now social media tells us what's hot. It's not, DJs aren't breaking the radio's not breaking music anymore. It's TikTok.
I would say for mainstream, but house and techno, the people that enjoy the music go. They don't care what's like being played. I mean, they'll have like one song they'll listen to and like, and the DJ plays it. They'll go all out. But like most of the people that go don't request songs because they know it's a no. And like as long as you're playing banger, like techno bangers, or house bangers, no one cares. They just want to fucking dance.
Yeah,
all
that's something that's always been unique about true
that's why I like
dance
it.
culture, and
I love it.
that style of music and that culture is that it is about the music, and nobody's like being that person to be like Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny.
Yeah, Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny. We just played Bad Bunny. No, can you play it again?
Yeah.
You missed the whole entire other album.
Dude. Yeah.
I have a really weird relationship with electronic music because I grew up listening to like industrial, like Nine Inch Nails and then, like
Trent Reznor.
Yeah, and like that's what my main inspiration initially. And
Very
then,
dope.
and then I got to like Skinny Puppy and Ministry and KMFDM and then what else? Velvet Acid Christ. If you know those guys.
I have no idea.
Velvet Acid
That's like
Christ.
that's way obscure. That's like some like
That's some shit I don't even know
that's
about.
like some really like
Wow, you was listening to
Schizo.
Rammstein?
No, I never got into Rammstein actually, but like that
like
stuff
it's
is like
mainstream.
really really like psycho psytrance. I guess that's the closest thing you could associate with it now.
Yeah, I know
guess.
what you're talking about.
But then I completely got away from that. I got into like jam bands and jazz and Fish, Grateful Dead, Primus.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, and then after that I was like, and then after that I just got into like punk and psych rock and like like everything else basically, and jazz and soul and all that stuff.
Very cool.
I mean, that has an aspect of like like techno is house scene too, because no one really cares as long as it bangs.
Yeah, well,
It's like,
I guess what I'm trying to say is that
It's like punk.
I've had like all these like flip flops. I've been on all these different like trajectories,
Mhm.
like, and it's so because I just love all music,
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
one of those things where I started from a place like electronic. People weren't into electronic music when I got into it, and like they got like that really underground weird stuff like seeped into like everything else, but
Yeah.
people don't really know where that comes from.
Yeah.
Like for instance, like later on, like I don't know, Flume and Crystal Castle.
oh yeah,
and stuff
Flume,
like
bro.
that.
He was
But
like
all
one of
that
the
stuff- all
first
that stuff
pioneers. Yeah,
pulled
man.
all that stuff pulled
Yeah.
from like the goth industrial stuff, and like like that whole like vibe and subculture seeped into like things that are like more common these days, and people don't really know where it comes from.
People
So-
forgot about original Flume. He was
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
Original
yeah.
Flume was great.
And so people,
Yeah.
yeah, and then Aphex Twin, love.
Oh,
love
Aphex
using
Twin
Aphex
does some crazy
that's,
shit.
That's probably like and then Flying Lotus, like all that stuff. Flying Lotus is kind of in a
Yeah.
league of his
Oh,
own.
Flying Lotus. Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of in a league of his own.
I think Aphex Twin. I went to Coachella when he was playing at Coachella.
Oh,
I think it
wow.
was one of the. I was definitely on something. I forgot what, but 40 minutes into the show, I was like, "We got to get the fuck out of here. It's
Yeah.
too fucking weird." So yeah,
I saw
but it was good
They-
though.
It was the one with all the effects, right?
Yeah,
The
it had
faces
like these
morphing.
weird cheerleader guys that are like weird. They look at you like they look at the crowd and look at you like,
At
oh, it
one
was weird as
point-
shit.
At one point, he had like a camera guy
Yeah, the
like
window
go at
looker
different
goes-
people's faces,
And then it
and
started.
they would change it.
It
to
started
his
doing
face.
yeah. It was like the first like like
And it
original
was,
filter
I
for
went to that
camera.
Same Coachella, there was some girl in the front on acid.
She's probably
And,
losing her
like,
mind.
she literally screamed and ran out the tent. And
That's what I'm
some
saying,
dude-
like,
some
about,
dude
like-
started chasing her.
About like 30-40 minutes, you're like, holy shit, what's going on right now?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, sorry, I decided to throw that little.
Anyway, that's the kind of electronic.
Yeah.
music I play. Like,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
stuff that
No,
makes
that's
wanna
definitely
You
one
know,
of
it's funny.
those.
I was reading. Somebody made a post. I forgot who it was, but it was on Facebook. I was browsing through Facebook, and it was kind of talking about the relationship of culture in terms of like. It was in reference to the dance music culture, right, and in the underground dance scene. And the person was pretty much saying that, the space that was inhabited by, the people who were bullied or the weird kid, the people who were like the outsiders or the weird kids, where we congregated to have our pieces now been taken over by the people who used to bully us. Right.
Yeah.
And you see that happening in a lot of different like of those subcultures like dance music and anime and things like that.
Super common dynamic,
Yeah.
though.
It
know,
is.
Like, it's like just
Yeah.
like a very human
Yeah.
dynamic that happens, it's like I'm not religious at all, but like it reminds me of like the meek shall inherit the earth, you know, where it's like, you know, if you're just referring to it like that as like in terms of culture, it's like, you know, culture will start off super small, and you know, meek or whatever, it won't have it, nobody will care, and they'll be looked down upon, but eventually that gains power and becomes like the
exactly right.
Same thing with like punk rock. It was exactly what you just were talking about, and then it turned into like mall music.
I feel like you're having that. I feel like you're having that happen way more now.
It's a weird idea right now because of how commercial it is, and like there's like
there's nothing worse than the commercialization. There's nothing worse than the commercialization of like something you held dear to your heart.
You can blame Spider-Punk for that,
and then it turns into some, and then like
Spider-Punk.
And then all the people who used to shit on you for liking that thing, or now they're like, oh, this is the new thing.
Well, there's a right way to do it. There's a right way to do it. There's like a way that like, you know, props up and gives credence and pays
it just
homage
comes
to
off as like
stuff.
pandering and you know,
you
know what I mean, but you know,
you know, well, I think when it's just executed bad and it's only done to be like, oh, we're this cool new thing that actually isn't
hello
really
fellow
new.
kids,
right?
Well, I think the thing that the second wave of hello fellow kids is what becomes popular, you know, and then it's like I don't know.
That's me. I have a problem too because like me, I'm so counter, right? I'm so anti. So whenever anything,
anti-technology.
like, even if I like something,
you're Luddite.
Yeah, even if I like
He's
something,
anti-technology
if it's something that wasn't like booming and everyone just starts liking it now, I'd be like, I don't like it anymore.
Oh, gee, it's too popular.
Well, actually, just because this is kind of our left field, but I want to know how you guys are doing with it. How are you guys doing with like social media and stuff now? Like, I know you.
I fucking hate social media.
I hate it.
I do it.
Most people do hate
asked.
social
I
media.
think,
If social media was a person, I would kick the shit out of them.
I think we're all on the same page. I've asked like 12
Yeah.
promoters this, and everybody goes, "I fucking hate it. I hate the fact that I have to do it."
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
that's
that
the
part.
whole-
That part.
Yeah,
You hit
yeah.
the net that you have to do it. It's like
you
you
have
can't
to do it.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I might not. I wouldn't even
Yeah.
have an Instagram or anything.
Dude,
but
I'm
I
at
have
work
to.
9-10 hours a day, and I
didn't have
gotta
an
find
Instagram.
time to
Yeah.
like fucking post 3-4 times a day.
Right.
Nobody wants to do
Yeah.
that shit. That's why if you notice, even with our page, we take breaks now and then because I'm not
Yeah.
posting shit.
This is why like movie stars and like artists have their own people to post it because they don't want to
Yeah.
fucking post
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, true.
Just have a social media manager.
we should get someone overseas on Fiverr.
yeah.
I
that'd be
definitely need
great.
an assistant. Like, there's too many times where I'm all like, and there's times where people, well, you know, I book too many shows where like the artist demand like, oh, okay, you're not gonna reply to me. I'm all like, I'm gonna reply for one day.
That
dude.
part too, man. Like, yeah, I like, man.
Oh my
Sometimes I gotta unplug, man. It's like
Yeah.
because I feel like a lot of times people don't realize, and you know, these events. I mean, 7 years in, it's a lot of fucking work.
A lot of planning.
It's a lot of planning.
Especially when you have like multiple ones going
Yeah,
on.
Just
constant
like,
planning.
you have to,
Social
deal with,
media
like,
has
like
to-
4 other
Exact-
artists, you know,
Flyers,
Exactly,
videos, like,
right? And then, you know, we're on the back end. We got the photos, the video, like everything needs to be taken care of. And then also at the same time, me and Nick, we both have full-time jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like we're sitting there. We like, dude, we're just going nonstop.
Just always tired.
Always
I'm
tired.
tired right now. But I'm
So
here.
sometimes I literally like every like other month I'll get like burnt out. I'm just like, nah,
I'm like,
not.
yeah, I'm getting towards like after every 2 months, I'm like, I gotta quit
need
for
a
like
break.
a week or
Yeah.
two.
Yeah.
I
might take one of those.
But
a
you know,
little bit.
I feel
Thank
like
you, sir.
Thank you.
I feel like we're not alone though. I feel like
No, everyone. Needs
I feel like a lot of people are fucking tired of social media.
I don't know if I
Yeah,
met an artist
I
who
mean,
fucking loves it.
I
don't.
That's what I was about to say.
I
I don't think I've met anybody that has like a positive thing to
No,
say about it.
no.
Even the
fucking
people
love
that are
social
good
media.
at it.
the best. I love Instagram.
It's so fun posting all this shit 10 times a day.
It's literally a dopamine hit. It's like literally like an addictive thing.
I just
It's
hide my
like,
likes. Now I don't even pay attention.
It's
to my
like
likes
being
anymore. I
addicted
just-
to bad dope.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's like it's just a dopamine hit. Every time you get a like, it's just
Marty.
like, oh, you got a little hit of dopamine, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Content.
You know what pisses me off the most though?
What's that?
All right, so I'm about to get deep with y'all
Oh,
right
shit.
now.
All
He's
right,
about to
well,
cry.
No,
Here's
seriously.
your crying
this,
moment.
No, this is what pisses me off. So when
gotta
you
go
think
back.
when you think of that dynamic of what social media is, right?
Mhm.
If I were to ask you, who is the product of social media? Like, what is the product that they're selling? What would you say it is?
Well, technically, it's data.
It's you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
it's
us.
yourself.
data.
So
Yeah.
think about it. These companies, these conglomerates have convinced us to forfeit all of our private lives.
He's diving into the Black Mirror stuff.
We give them everything. Oh, look at what I'm eating. Look at my baby. Look at this. Look at that. Look at where I shop. We're literally giving them our lives, and they're making billions of dollars off of it.
It's not free, you know. I mean, like what they do is they get your data, they get all your habits, right?
Yeah.
And then they just sell all the data.
Don't you think you should get a residual of that?
That's
hell no. You signed up for that.
I thought of
you signed up for the agreement when you signed up for Instagram.
Yeah, no, that's the fine print, but that is the future.
Yeah.
Probably the future of social media.
I'm like, dude,
it's like
I need
Westworld.
royalties for my life.
At some point, I think there's going to be like a weird like digital currency based off of social media.
It is kind of going there right now because, like, you know, there's like first of all the Instagram marketplace,
and
then
crypto,
like the TikTok,
and crypto's
sort of
they're
going towards crypto.
I don't think crypto's gonna.
I don't think it's gonna touch crypto.
I
hope not.
I hope not.
Oh, we got a crypto bro over here.
Nah, I mean, I've invested in coins, but like it's just more of like if it goes up, it goes up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not gonna give a shit.
I did recently invest in Chuck E. Cheese coins.
Did you hear about Akon shit?
No.
I just watched some video about Akon. Have you heard about Akon's?
No.
So he's trying to build this like super city in Africa. It's
yes,
called,
I know about
Is
that.
it called Wakanda?
Yeah. It's like Akon City or something, and then, like he bought all this land. He got $1 billion credit from the Chinese market.
Oh my god!
Or like
of course
banks.
he did.
And so
Already a terrifying idea.
yeah, and then so I guess he bought like a
Already
bunch of
terrifying,
land that wasn't even that expensive. Like I mean, it's relatively expensive.
Did he
but-
see what happened to Graffiti Tower?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Wait, what happened to it?
That was Chinese money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
it was. Well, that building
Yeah.
that they bought,
yeah.
they defaulted on it. They couldn't finish it, and then everybody tagged it.
Yeah.
So basically,
Dude,
Basically, the whole premise
sorry.
is-
I'm
Oh yeah,
like-
we got sidetracked.
yeah,
Go
basically the
ahead.
whole premise is like Akon was trying to do his own city. He's like, I own the bank. He was making his own Akon coin and all this shit. And then moral of the story is like, they're not gonna. He's not gonna be able to spend all this money. They're probably gonna. The Africa's probably gonna like, what is it like? Not be able to pay the payments to the Chinese market. So the Chinese market's gonna own all the fucking land over there.
That's
in
yeah.
Africa.
very very
Yeah.
common thing.
No,
It's
that's
kinda
like
nuts.
that's.
And Akon like just like
You know
A-
what
but Akon's like building like stupid little
Look,
buildings just to
here's
be
the
like,
thing.
oh look at
Look, I'm
it's
not
like a
gonna get
Fire
too
Fest
political,
country.
right?
It's
I'm
like
not
crazy.
gonna get too
No.
political. Like with what the Chinese government does. You know how it works, right? It's kind of like a payday loan.
Well, America.
They give you high
Yeah,
interest
America
loans
did
that you have
first.
no ability to pay off.
Yeah.
We're really deep in the rabbit hole, but I'm gonna end it with this. They're
Yeah.
going by the whole entire credit card company
Yeah.
like market. So before America judges them, this is literally our tactic.
It is.
You know,
It
so
is.
Yeah, I mean,
don't know.
I basically started using my phone to
It's
pay
payday
fucking
loans.
Yeah.
shit. Now I never used to do that, but now I'm using my own fucking phone to pay for shit. I used to just use my card. Now they got me, dude. They got me. I'm using my phone now.
Just read Confessions of an Economic.
Did you know?
Yeah.
Did you
I'll
know
explain everything.
America is 1.3 trillion dollars in credit card debt?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
it.
this guy knows. That's right.
I'm the
He'll
point
give
three.
you
No,
all
just
the stats.
kidding.
Right? I'm like,
Like-
no. So I work in the credit industry in the daytime.
Oh. You're like,
Wait, what I do?
What the fuck, man?
What are you talking about? What I do?
Shit,
Trying to get
bro.
some chips.
Any cheese over here, bro?
don't
This
think
guy's
so.
trying to get cheese.
No.
I think we got like this party.
I
tray
could have
thing.
sworn when he
It's
sent the invite there was cheese involved, and I'm not seeing any cheese.
He wanted charcuterie. That's what he wanted.
I know. Could have brought the
Charcuterie.
fancy meats and cheeses. I got like sweets and those stuff. That little tray thing.
these little crackers are good.
Yeah.
No, you're good, man. The snacks are good.
Appreciate it. He's a good host. This guy's a good
Yeah,
host.
Very good host.
you got plenty of drinks.
Yeah.
you got plenty of drinks.
Got tons of liquids. Dude, how do you guys do with like? Well, do you guys have like the same like the deal with like a simple bar? Like you get part of the bar, like as like profit.
Yeah,
or-
yeah. It's so that's funny. So we get there's a bar split, yeah. But I don't know if you noticed, but we don't have a really big drinking crowd.
Yeah.
so
So it's never
Yeah.
too much every
no,
time.
yeah, we're always. I mean, we've let's just say we've never turned profit. It's been a passion project
Yeah.
for the past 7 years.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. It was always intended to be that launching platform for artists. And if you do something and you love it, you work it long enough, hey, eventually it's going to turn into something bigger than either of us ever imagined. But right now
Yeah.
it's about sticking to the fundamentals, understanding the mission, understanding the vision, and trusting the process.
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of want to know, how do you guys look for artists? Do people just message you, or do you go by like?
So day one, in the beginning.
In the beginning.
In the beginning.
Yeah.
In the beginning. No shit. I used what was that shit called? Craigslist.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking
Whoa.
Craigslist. Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I put ads on Craigslist, and that's the first group of producers. The first maybe first year was all Craigslist, and then that's Nick had. So how Nick got in? We connected is I needed a DJ for the first event, and obviously he's the homie. So I'm like, yo, Nick, I'm doing this thing. You're a DJ, and you actually played the first one, right?
Yeah,
you did a
and then-
producer set.
And then Tony was supposed to do the second one, but he couldn't do it, so I was like, I'll just do it
Yeah,
again.
and then Nick's like,
And then I was just
I'm
like, I'll do it
fucking
every
with what
time.
yeah, and then we became partners in BFG, and then from there, of course, we have our website, and then the website is integral to like everything we do. So you can put submissions on the website. The website's fully functional, so every submission now is done through the website. So I just comb through them, and you know,
nice.
yeah.
I'm not even sure I DJ'd the first one. I think I just played like original tracks
No, yeah,
for like 20
you
minutes.
played the first one,
and I
were one-
did like my own set for a second.
yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Nice.
Yeah.
What year was that?
Dude, that was
2016.
16
Oh, wow.
probably.
No, 2017. August 2017. Yeah.
Okay. I always had bad luck with Craigslist earlier on. Like, I remember I posted up ads and I said I got like really creepy people.
Oh my
I never said I
God.
didn't get creepy people.
I didn't know you. So you looked on Craigslist for artists.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just put up like
I just
a
put
What
a
do you-
post.
you just
Yeah,
put like a
put
flyer or
post.
something?
That was before Craigslist was charging you and shit because they changed over the years,
Oh,
right?
Did they?
Yeah, they started putting all these weird regulations in place where you had to pay for posting shit, so it wasn't
what?
worth it.
I
Yeah.
didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Probably because they're
on
soliciting like
certain-
hookers and shit on
on
there.
certain, on certain pages. On some of them, you can still do it for free.
It's probably, there's like a lot of soliciting on there, probably for drugs and like other shit
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, but
Don't
you know,
give Craigslist a bad name.
Craigslist.
Oh, you need a beat show.
Bad name.
I know, right?
Craigslist is a
A beat
double-edged-
show. That's what you-
It's a double-edged sword. It is it's very dark and very light. At the same
yeah.
What about you?
I just
How
wanna
do you
sell my
look for
couch,
artists
man.
That you book.
I honestly, I will find myself at events and I'll just DM an artist that I like. Yeah, that's kind of like most of how I've done it. I'll see a band or I'll see a DJ or an artist and I'll just be like, I really like your stuff, you know. Actually, I found a Terabyte through you
Yeah.
one time, and I booked her, and that was a great show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I found her, you know, from your video actually, you know, and I just DM'd her and I was like,
Didn't
hey,
you play the same show?
yeah,
Yeah.
So I had her on the last show I did at the yard.
Also,
Wait, I know these are those are edibles. These
Yeah.
are regular, right?
No, those are edibles too. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
They're not
oh my
regular.
God. There's edibles in there?
Yeah, no, he's got
Wait,
some
which ones are
edibles.
edibles, dude?
Yeah, I'm like, man, I'm about to be
The
fucked
orange
up over
candies. If
The
you want
orange
one.
one?
Yeah, I had to
Yeah.
ask him.
I almost had one
shit,
without
okay.
saying anything.
They're 10 milligrams.
Oh shit.
I like how he like
No.
the color from his face left for a second. He was just like,
He was
I
about
ate
to
like
pass
4
out.
of these. Yeah.
He's
Okay,
he's
well.
about to pass out in 10
All
minutes.
right, well, I'm glad I didn't try one of those because I almost did. No, but yeah, I'll literally just, you know, like an artist and I'll just be like, hey, like, yeah, like, I want to book you. And I literally, so one time, funny story, I booked a 13-piece Puerto Rican jazz band at the
Whoa.
yard.
That's pretty
Oh.
sick.
That was crazy.
Hell yeah.
And that happened because I booked another jazz dude named Cesar Hernandez, great trumpet player. And yeah, he was like, you should get this band. And I listened to them and I looked at them and was like, oh man, I want to, but they would literally take up the entire bar. They're huge. They're like literally like they would fit the entire, they would like fill out the entire bar just as the band.
And you were just like,
And I was
fuck
just
it.
like, okay, fine.
Yeah, I'd be like, fuck it,
You
dude.
know? And
Let him take over the whole place.
yeah, and so that was one of my one of my finest hours over there for sure. You know, they packed the whole place. You know, and it was like just like wall to wall people and like 13 horns, just blaring Puerto Rican music.
That's pretty sick.
Awesome. Yeah,
That's pretty dope.
that was the first show too.
Really?
yeah, and that was amazing. So yeah, Los Chicos de Mambos, definitely check them out if you're ever
Oh, cool.
looking around.
I
Los
like that
Chicos
name.
they what?
Chicos
Los
de
Chicos
Mambos.
del Mambos.
Okay,
The Mambos.
nice.
Okay.
The Chicos of the Mambos. You know.
That's pretty dope, man.
Yeah,
Do you? So what do you usually book? Like everything?
I book everything.
So it doesn't matter. Like it be.
Sometimes I've tried doing like shows where it's like multiple genres.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to pull that off sometimes. I feel
Yeah, because you got a eclectic.
Yeah,
eclectic crowd.
Exactly. So my ideal show is one that's really eclectic and everybody's just into everything.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to do sometimes.
No, that's pretty sick
tough.
though. I like it.
But yeah, like I've been doing more electronic recently. I love doing jazz, but those guys, they all go to school for it and they they want to get some money out of it. And we make a little bit from the yard, but not enough to pay like a 13-piece jazz band.
I bet. Dude.
I found over the years since we've been doing BFG is that I feel like in the earlier years we had like way more eclectic performances. Right? We had everyone from like
you're on
synth,
Craigslist, bro.
like synth wave, I mean, it was everything from you had your hip hop, you had like your trap music, your synth pop, your like just
the techno guy. I forgot his name.
No, I just feel
the
like
techno guy who did live techno was absolutely sick.
Oh yeah,
he did like live techno.
Stop Play Tectonics.
Yeah,
Stop Play.
He
he's a physicist.
That's
a freaking physicist. Yeah,
a lot of people, actually, a lot of like our artists we know, like
their
day
like jobs. I love like when I hear
like
I always ask people like, what do you do? Because we all do something outside, right? And none of us are like fucking superstars, right? But the careers that everyone has is like fucking dope.
Like, yeah, it's definitely interesting sometimes.
Yeah, and that was like how BFG came about. It was really just asking the question because
it was eclectic. Like
we had. I feel like, and I just feel like now more so the last couple of years, it's been more just mainly hip hop.
Yeah,
and lo-fi, and that's all good. We love that. We love that. But I'm
back
like,
in lo-fi wasn't as big.
Where
as
is everyone at? I'm like, I know everyone's not making the same music, but like, where did like? But one thing I did notice over the years, like hip hop producers are like in that vein. They're way more social.
They want to be their own artists now,
and they'll reach out. They'll be like, "Yo, but I feel like when we were dealing with a lot of like the more abstract or electronic artists, they were a lot more reserved. So they wouldn't reach out to you. You kind of had to.
I hope nobody hates me for this, but I gotta agree with that.
Yeah.
Like I think like specific genres are definitely more reserved and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think also the why you guys might have like more lo-fi acts right now is because I think you guys set like the theme, and a lot of people like especially the hip hop crowd.
There's no lo-fi theme. What are you talking about?
I think a couple of people think there's a theme. At least
I think that's just because like recently it's just that it's been heavy-handed on that note. But we're like, I think again going back to our mission. It's the fucking United Nations of music. Like we want everybody in this motherfucker. Like we've had classical pianists who played on space.
Yeah. I mean, look at Basnax when she first started.
That's what I was saying. I think it connects with yours because like the hip hop people definitely reach out more.
Yeah.
And like the techno people, some of them just
I know
some of the bedroom.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Some of the lo-fi people have turned into different genres now. They do like techno now or like drum and bass.
I noticed a lot of people moving into new genres. Yeah,
they ask me questions about DJing now because they want to like nerd and all this other stuff. Like,
but especially like for like the weirder genres, I think you got to make an effort to reach out to them.
Yeah,
because like there's like a lot of acts that I think are amazing, and I literally had to like travel under a highway to this crazy DIY show in order to be like, hey man, I love your set. And he's just like, who is this kid?
That's like straight punk right there too though. That's like a punk.
Yeah, I come from the valley. I know we're in the England Empire. I
have come in peace.
I am here for a proposition.
Yeah. Well, I think LA LA has a reputation for being gatekeepy, and I think it kind of traumatizes a lot of people.
You're right,
and
that's why
being reserved. Like
we want to say to anyone who's listening, give us your everything. Yes. Well, no matter the genre, we don't care what the genre is. You can make bluegrass, electronic, techno.
That'd be sick.
It don't matter.
Someone make bluegrass, electronic, techno.
Geeks is a safe haven for all. We want any style, any genre, any experimental type of music. It don't matter what you make. Yes, just make it.
I'm very anti-gatekeeper. I believe in gates.
Down with the gatekeepers.
Down with the gates. Open the gates.
Burn the gates.
Burn the gates. Yeah, so What was really crazy about the end of the pandemic, I mean, I guess it wasn't even the very end of the pandemic, but like 2021 when everybody got like vaxxed and was like more comfortable going out. And stuff, like the music scene was like so wide open. Like you just run into people who were like, you know,
motherfuckers like, we outside.
Yeah, exactly. And, exactly. Everybody was out, you know. But like,
he's absolutely right.
But you know, and it was kind of beautiful. Honestly, it was pretty awesome. You know,
because it was like a reunion too.
Yeah,
it was like
and
that.
You run into big people. You know, like I met this dude, Devin Daniels. So I started going.
He's awesome.
You know Devin?
Yeah.
Dude. So that guy, I met him at these. So there was these warehouse jazz shows. So it's like
that's pretty sick.
Warehouse raves.
I need to find this shit. Yeah. What is this shit happening
this
at?
This isn't happening anymore.
I know that sounds fucking
again,
dope
unfortunately,
though.
Unless there's another pandemic, probably. You know, so,
hopefully not.
You know,
he's all like, "Let's go around two.
Go around two. All right. Anyway, no. So I was running into all these like CSUN jazz guys and Herbie Hancock Institute jazz guys like at like these warehouse shows.
That's
they're like 4 a.m. or like 2, like after hours.
That's
but there
so
was like
sick.
bebop. And everybody was like smoking in drawers and like getting fucked up and moshing to jazz.
Moshing to jazz?
Yeah.
You know, it's weird that he mentioned that.
It was incredible.
That's so
bro.
sick, dude.
But it was like bebop, so it was like really fast stuff.
This
that
might be-
So you know,
it's
it's funny.
super fast stuff, right?
No,
Yeah,
like fucking Whiplash.
Like the bass is like doo 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 doo.
No, I tell you, so I was just
At
in.
least,
super
at least
sick.
it was fast because, like, I'll be honest with you, I get a little bit peeved when it's like a slow band or something,
Yeah.
and like moshing starts for no reason. And I'm like,
Yeah.
That's
Hell,
funny.
guys.
That's funny that
Jazz
you
gets
mentioned
fucking
that
crazy.
because like
Jazz
a
is
couple of
very
weeks
crazy,
ago, couple of 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks ago, I was in Kansas City, right? And I'm like, you know, I'm walking around doing my photography, just getting the lay of the land, right? And I stop in this little like natural wine bar, and then I befriend the fucking the chick behind the bar. She's really cool, and she's like really into me. She used to be live out here. She was a recording engineer, and we're like chopping up about music, and then she slides me this like invite. She's like, look, she's like, this is very exclusive. She's like, at like 1 a.m. She's like, jazz musicians are in this like loft, this industrial loft. And it's like, you have to get invited to come. And it goes to like 6 a.m.
Oh, wow.
I was like, that reminded me of
Yeah, it was like that. But like it was
It's like a
like
speakeasy,
Right,
an actual
literally,
speakeasy.
yeah, like
It
a
was like
legit
that,
speakeasy.
but it was
That's
like
cool.
it was like that, but it was like LA rave scene meets like
That's
bebop.
That's so dope.
damn, that's so
Yeah, Also,
crazy.
Reggie Watts was there at one point.
I wish I heard of that shit. That'd have been fucking
by the way,
sick.
I think you do, but do you guys fuck with Renegades at all?
The-
do you guys mess with it?
What's that? I don't think I
Like
know that.
where a show is happening where it's not supposed to be happening. Like some guy literally found an abandoned parking lot.
I've seen
or
those.
Yeah.
abandoned building or something. Like that. You guys mess with it? Or
I've
not?
seen.
I haven't been to
be-
one of those
I
in a
don't
long
like to be
time.
arrested. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, I mean, like if it,
You
if
don't
it's-
get
if
arrested.
You
it's
just gotta
legit-
work on cardio. You just gotta run.
It just sucks. It sucks for the people who's throwing the event because they're gonna take all your fucking shit.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
they
that's-
take your gear.
Yeah, your speakers, your
Yeah.
fucking
I'd be
deck.
afraid to throw one of those.
Oh
Like,
God, I
know
hope I don't
know,
get in
you
trouble
know.
for this. I'll cut this
I
out
think I
later,
had
but,
an opportunity to go to one.
You right now, at least like Valley in Los Angeles, they haven't confiscated anybody's stuff. So you can, unless like you're causing damage, you can definitely host them still.
No shit, huh?
San Diego, it got the lockdown on them.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's,
they've been
Bro, there's
confiscating
no-
They'll take your
everybody's
fucking
stuff.
food cart.
there's no underground scene over there, which kind of sucks.
No, there was.
There-
That's the problem.
Well, yeah, that's
it
what I'm
was
saying.
so
They
big
locked it down.
that they locked it down.
Wow.
So
Damn, that
hard.
bad in San
Yeah.
Diego?
Yeah,
Shit.
that's why there's no like there's not a big electronic scene because you can't really do
No shit.
late night
And,
shit. It's
For that one renegade guy, please don't come to LA.
I think
trouble.
actually, I know what you're talking about now.
you know.
Yeah, okay. The Renegade shows. I've seen those on Reddit.
So that's like an actual
Yeah.
like brand of shows, or
it's like a collective, right?
Okay.
No, there's
Kind
it's,
of.
it's a whole entire theme, but there's this one specific guy that has so much clout that he causes trouble no matter what city he goes in, and I'm more like, please don't burn.
No,
all
they're
that
starting to do
spots.
shows over here. I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why I'm more like, can you?
Well, I mean, the shit,
Like, don't
the
fuck it up
shit's
for the
already
rest
gone.
of us.
The shit's
Yeah.
already gone down since New Year's because of that whole fucking fiasco that happened at one of the afters for New Year's, like a hip hop afters, and someone shot up the like afters. So ever since then, they've been cracking down on a bunch of shit.
It's been
So it's
all
gonna
over
be kind
the
of
place
shitty,
lately.
but they've been lax now. But like for like a good like 6 months,
But for
they're
that one
fucking
guy,
cutting
he knows
down on people.
the police are tracking him. And they're
Really?
like just
He's
watching
that
him,
fucking...
and he's still
Is
like,
this guy
I'm still
Morpheus?
gonna fucking do it. And I'm like,
You know what my
you just
gripe
fucking
is
Morpheus
though?
out here.
Let's talk about a real gripe, right? Let's talk about
he's-
why
Hopefully
these
grinds
fucking
my gears.
venues. Like, no, we all looking like we're all promoters. We all look for venues. We all look for different ways to keep our platform alive and give opportunities to people, right? What's up with these like hole in the wall, like retail, like just empty spots downtown? Everybody wants like $1,000.
Oh, bro.
Like,
don't-
dude, 'cause, like,
yeah.
what? Who?
$3,000.
You're not making any
For a
money
small
anyway.
ass fucking
like,
place.
dude, you want $1,000 for a 50?
No, they raise their prices. It's like
know
fucking
what?
$3,000 now.
you're gonna hate this response right now a lot, but like it, as much as like we stereotype LA being clicky, that is the perfect example of them being clicky.
Yeah,
Because
they're trying to keep.
I have been offered like a space and it'd be like it's just $3,000, you know?
Yeah, it's
and
nuts.
Then
Yeah.
I became friends with friends of theirs and other acts, and they were like, "You could use it for free."
Oh yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
always
and
like
I'm
that.
like,
Yeah, no, it's bullshit.
I can't
It's
help but
bullshit.
to look at them and be like, you know, a year ago you said I wasn't shit at all.
Yeah, no, I look at people like that. They're not shit. That's character.
But you
that's
know what I mean?
character.
If like, let's say, even if they're like assholes and stuff, right? If somebody goes, you can use a free space.
Yeah,
You're
no,
not
no,
gonna be
I know.
like, well,
I'll take advantage.
there's
of it,
always
but,
some
but,
shit.
but at the end of the
They
day,
all want some kickback on the
at
background, for
at
sure.
the
Yeah.
end of the day, man, that speaks to character, right?
No,
and your
for
character is everything. A lot of people, like when a lot of places are taking advantage of people. They're taking
No,
advantage of
definitely.
artists. They're taking advantage of promoters. They're taking
Yeah.
advantage of people trying to create opportunities, and it's bullshit. At the end of the day,
You know what it is? It's just the fact that they know they can get away with it. Because well, I mean, you know, guys know this. There's not normal people in the music scene. There's a lot of people that come from real money, or like
Yeah.
artists that
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
have like
yeah.
huge companies sponsoring them. They're all like, just so you know, I came from the ghetto. You know, like,
Yeah,
like,
but they're not going to attract these artists, these small ass places. I mean,
But you know what I mean? Like
It's crazy.
when they post
that
up,
was like no
a
crazy.
fee
That was like
that.
privacy. Remember privacy? So that was the
Yeah.
thing. Remember privacy? We were you there when we me and John we all went there to like
when it was,
when Simple Bar was privacy.
yeah, I
before-
went there and they had
So remember
some whack ass
The
fucking
dude,
setup.
no, the dude was like the new owner. He was like, yeah, man, we're gonna get like big name EDM artists like Calvin Harris and shit like that.
No, he
I'm
did
like,
not.
nobody's coming. You're not getting fucking Calvin Harris to this little ass.
Yeah, no, Calvin Harris is definitely not going to privacy with their shoddy.
Yeah.
Before we
and
got in there was
they lasted a year.
There was some shitty like little stage in the corner that like
That wasn't even a stage.
it was
just,
made out of like 2x4.
It looked like vampires had orgies in it.
Oh god.
It looked like the bar from Dusk Till Dawn.
But worse.
Where was this?
Where
at?
you got
But no, Simple Bar. Before
Simple Bar
it was
is-
Simple
is
Bar.
Totally,
Oh,
So
you-
before
like, it
Simple
was
Bar was
bad.
Simple Bar, it was a spot called Privacy, and we our DJ crew had like a meeting with like the dude who had owned it at the time, and he was someday he was like saying their goal was to bring like big EDM artists here. Now you know how small that venue is, right?
Yeah,
that
yeah,
space, and we were like big EDM, like how's that gonna work?
This is when like Vegas House was.
No,
a thing.
yeah, it was the boom of like that.
Yeah.
That period. Yeah. Needless to say, it didn't work out, and then Simple
No.
Bar took over. So
Did you go back thinking it was privacy though?
no, that's why I went because I
Oh,
thought it
'cause
was
you already
privacy
did there.
because I
Okay.
knew we had met with the guy before.
Damn, that'd have been fucking shitty if it was the same people.
Right? He was like, "No, y'all can't do that here because we got Calvin Harris."
They got no one in that place. Was always fucking empty, bro. It was a total makeover to like what you see now to what it was before.
That's why I say,
It's
like when
holy
I
shit.
talk about Simple Bar, man, shout out to Isaac and Min and Marcial and all the owners of Simple because, like, man, it's rare for a place that's got a vibe, a place that has like that motion, to give a chance to little motherfuckers
Yeah.
like us. To
not,
be like,
not charge you $3,000
yeah,
for
to
a fucking
actually
spot.
sit down and listen to you. Be like, oh, what's your idea? Man, I like that. Like all these other places we went to, and we still like look for other other special events. Look at us like we're fucking crazy. You can show them your analytics. You can show them the fucking pitch deck and everything,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh no, we don't want to do that." Like, a lot of people are closed minded, And
they
that's
want
just
like
the world.
immediate
Everyone
like
wants instant
satisfaction of
gratification.
like,
Yeah,
are
exactly.
you a big promoter? Who in the fuck
Yeah.
can you
Do
bring?
you have
And all this shit.
20,000 followers?
Yeah. Even if you did, that doesn't translate. Even if you have 20,000 followers on Instagram or whatever, it does not translate.
Like, do you
to
want
live,
me to
bro.
buy 20,000 followers tomorrow? Because I
you
know
can
a
have
site that I can do that.
You can have an artist that has like 20,000 followers and they'll pull like maybe
The
20
ROI.
people,
Look,
like
let me
20
tell you.
people to the club.
Yeah.
So my best
So-
friend, one of my best friends, he's a big time marketing guy for like a huge real estate firm. I'm not going to name the name, but my best friend Wadsworth, right?
Oh, Wadsworth, yeah.
Yeah. So this
He's
motherfucker, he does marketing is what he does, right? And he sat down with me one time. He's like, look, Noah. He's like, all these influencers, there's no ROI in that shit. He's like 50,000,
No.
$1 million followers. He's like, yo, we get
There's
the best
never-
results from people with like 5,000 followers, 10,000 followers
'Cause
because they're
organic.
real, they're organic.
Yeah, organic
Yeah.
followers.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like, think about like when you think,
there's a lot of people that are buying followers.
or even
Yeah.
think about
Or
like
buying the check
think of like a
mark or
hot
whatever you
girl,
wanna
right?
do.
Think of like that girl who has like 1 million followers and she's smoking hot.
Yeah.
Who do you think her followers are?
Dude.
They're just fucking horny ass dudes. They're not dudes.
You want?
They're
an
not
authentic
buying.
There's
audience.
no
they're
chicks that
not
are coming to
fucking
that
buying
show.
the Sephora. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not looking at the makeup she's put it on.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad at her for it. I think it's
Hey,
more
get
crazy.
your money, though. Yeah,
I think it's
for
more crazy
sure.
that companies like that are fucking so stupid. They
But
don't
they're- yeah, but
realize
they're
that
investing like thinking you're gonna pull a big pull if you bring this
Yeah.
girl to a club. It's not.
lazy marketing. That's what it is.
Clubs want girls there. That's the end of the day, and then that girl's not gonna pull a lot of chicks to the club. So
You know what really grinds my gears?
I just,
everything. No.
I'll be honest though, I never felt with like that sort of marketing scheme of stuff. I think a lot of like, especially like venue owners are still in this one side club mentality
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
like just like, hey, if you just get a bunch of people to buy drinks or like
Yeah.
reserve a table or get a bunch of girls,
Yeah.
then that equals like a big pull or whatnot. But like, I don't know, it just doesn't make an authentic audience, and some people
No,
just don't
right.
care about the event at the end.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I've seen some of my favorite venues that happened to, or used to be just like really type of like all about like not being too mainstream, and then all of a sudden they open the side to have bottle service, and that changes like fucking everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. They got to make their money, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
like I wish, yeah, some
It's-
places just get too big for them.
Yeah,
Too
it's
good.
it's fine like having the drinks flowing. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's fine like if that's like the main source of money and all that. You know, but it has to be about like the music first and not about like the party aspect.
Yeah.
Of it, I feel.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
And then,
Like. Yeah.
okay, go ahead.
No, I was just saying how like like the party will happen if like there's really good stuff.
Well, like the
And-
underground, like in warehouses.
And also, but I feel like the what I feel like a lot of venues don't account for is the protean nature of nightlife and experiences.
Right.
Like what people wanted last year or the year before is not what they're gonna want next year.
Yeah.
Like how we consume our music and how we consume our experiences changes all the time. And I feel like especially it seems like lately just a regular club night or a regular night is not enough for people. People want experiences.
Right.
We're moving
Yeah.
into this range where people want more interactivity. They want more things to do, more things to bring them together. And I think, it's really a lot of places don't stay on the pulse of that.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going.
That's why like for instance like you do the open oxes. I know. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
that's great. You know, like anything that's like an open thing. You know, that's like
it's inclusive.
yeah. super
Yeah.
inclusive,
And then going back
you
to
know?
like even your underground like jazz like
Right,
thing
yeah.
like that's what I'm saying, something like that, or like the underground techno and underground house scene is great because there's no bottle service, it's open space.
Yeah.
And that's the fucking dope part. And some of the artists that are like pretty big who do festivals will do these underground shows in a warehouse in LA, and they won't have like a fence around them. Everyone's just fucking welcome to fucking party, which is fucking like amazing. I think
Yeah.
more clubs need to start doing that, but
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
that's
All that
Rent
all that
is due.
exclusive shit, that's just dead.
Oh yeah.
Like
a lot of dudes.
I think so.
well, there's that new
yeah.
club that opened over in LA. It's like super small and fucking super bougie. It's like a house plate. Like
it needs to be
we're like burned down. Like we're like, yeah, exactly. But it's like a small venue. They have big ass like DJs, but it's like super bougie where it's like everyone just sits in a fucking booth and in like the smallest dance floor.
Do you know what's the name of it?
It's like a I know it's like run by one of the big companies, like Insomniac or some other thing,
Like
but
Golden Voice.
yeah, it might be Golden Voice, but
Golden Voice.
it's in Hollywood. I forgot what it's fucking called, but there's been so much advertisement, and then like I've seen so many bad comments on the Instagram about like it being like you buy your tickets, you get in, it's super packed, drinks are super expensive. So all those
I'd
shit,
rather stay
the
at
shit
home.
that does not stand for house or techno or any underground scene in regular. It's just like, why the fuck would you go there? But
I'll be honest. I'm more surprised when one of those spaces succeeds.
I don't think it's going to.
Do they
No,
ever?
that for
Wait,
sure.
can
Yeah.
you name one that has lasted over 10 years?
I mean, sound has gotten through like the last 7 years, but like I said, it's been getting kind of too crowded sometimes. You're like, this is fucking uncomfortable. But that's like the only one I know of that's like house.
Wait, didn't sound what was that spot me and John had that meeting at with the Mad Russian?
The Mad Rush.
Mad Rush.
It was like it was in Hollywood.
That's his fucking story.
It was in Hollywood. I want to say it was sound before it was sound.
was this for the BFG for the collab, the Friend House thing?
No, bro. This was Quality Days because John was
I didn't
trying
go to
to.
that.
He was trying to do an event at this club, and he wanted me to come with him for the meeting.
Why is it always like a fucking crazy Russian dude?
My man was like mad, like what was that movie Rounders?
Yeah,
With the mad. He looks at me. He goes.
like pre-COVID too.
he
We were
goes,
supposed to do a big show.
Man, this was like early.
But
This-
pre-COVID. Remember we were doing the big show.
My man's like,
we're doing with
look,
the Russian guy.
you and me, we were both raised by wolves. Yes, I was like, no, my mama wasn't no wolf. Like, what you talking about? But no, you're absolutely right. Yeah, we had another Mad Russian during the COVID during the.
He made things happen though, but like it was he was.
Then he disappeared.
He did.
He did disappear.
But the show was still going on, which is like fucking weird. Well, not because COVID canceled the show, but
then
it was
he
still gonna
disappeared.
happen.
Wait,
Yeah,
I wonder what happened to
We
him.
went back to Russia.
it was like that venue where Brownies Lemonades was doing.
No, it was a
like,
really nice venue. Yo,
you know
that spot was nice.
in downtown, like next to where the food market's at. It's like to the left of there.
Oh, cool.
We
It
were
had
gonna
like
call
that-
that shit Beatopia.
Yeah, this really expensive fucking bar. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's like you kind of go underground, and it's like a really expensive bar. But next to it, it had like this giant ass venue. It's dope. It's like a 2-story, like big
Such
ass
a nice
loft on
venue.
top.
It was
has
a really
bar on
nice
top,
venue.
Bar on the bottom, big ass fucking like backdrop you could
Did you
use.
guys ever get to host the show or it got canceled?
No, because COVID
That
happened.
was we were,
Like
we were-
no,
we were
what's
on a
crazy,
fucking
no, wait,
good
what's
roll
crazy,
during
no,
that
what,
too,
what's
which
crazy?
sucks.
No, we were like riding a wave.
We were on a good.
And wait,
roll
let me
then,
tell you. So
yeah.
I'll never forget that because that was the night the world shut down.
Yeah.
Because that
Was it-
weekend,
That
we
Saturday.
we had a photo shoot at the venue. We
Yeah.
did a photo shoot to promo with Friend House. We did
Yeah.
this whole like theme photo shoot to start putting together the assets for the promotion. And then afterwards, we're like, yo, let's go to
Yeah.
Simple Bar. Let's have a drink. Let's celebrate.
Yeah.
And then that morning,
Everyone's like, it's shut down
that
tomorrow.
morning, we
wow.
fucking woke up.
Well,
and
we
it
knew
was
that
like,
night,
yo,
that night we knew.
no, we didn't know yet.
I knew that night because the bartender told us.
I didn't. I remember waking up that next day and it was like, yo, everything
I
shut
think Isaac
down.
told us that he's done.
It was a wrap.
Yeah. So we were riding like a big wave. Like all the artists we were working with were like
That was like
rising up.
That was
like-
probably our best year we had.
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
like
really
one of
fun.
the momentum
I reference
years.
you guys from the start, from then, and I'm like,
Yeah.
these guys are on quite the wave.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
fucking COVID.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
COVID fucked us hard,
Yeah.
man. But at the same time though, I think
really
we
hard.
I think we did a good pivot into we started doing the Attack of the Beats at the studio at your
Yeah, the
place.
Twitch. Yeah.
And that shit was really popular.
People
man.
actually
that
love the
that
movies. It's
introduced
pretty
us to
funny.
a whole nother audience, and
Yeah.
it was super fun
I'll
to
say
do.
this about COVID. I feel like bad talking about it, but I honestly took COVID as a pretty positive experience.
It depends on
Like-
how you looked at it.
Yeah.
Also, like things were relatively more cheaper back then too. Like
Somehow.
everyone was more
Not the
willing to
toilet
like
paper.
negotiate. I mean, at Simple Bar, we had fucking buy one get ones every time we had
yeah.
a show. That
Wait,
all that
first
shit.
of all,
like-
no, Simple Bar wasn't open during COVID.
no, before.
Oh, pre-COVID. Oh, yeah, no, yeah,
Pre-COVID?
we had drink
No,
specials.
pre-COVID,
no,
everything
'cause
was super legit. Like everyone could get a venue for cheap.
COVID
Everyone's
fucked
willing to
everything up.
negotiate.
Fucked
Like,
everything up.
and
That's
then
true.
yeah, and then after COVID,
Well,
everyone's just trying to fucking make their money
I'll
back.
explain more on it. What happened was that during that time we had like, I think we only did 2 or 3 shows.
Yeah,
Like the most, and like they weren't good turnouts. We had amazing acts, and
Yeah.
I paid.
I mean,
all
when
of
we
them,
started, we
but-
never had good turnouts either. Like when
Yeah.
we first started, so
But like you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm really self-conscious person, but when I saw like an act, like a crowd of like 20 or 30 people, I was just like, oh, you know, like just kind of like, all right, I guess nobody really feeling it, you know. Like I got really into my head about it, and I was just very much about to quit, like the whole entire show promotion stuff. And then I honestly did quit. Honestly, I was like very much like, all right, it's over. COVID happened. I can't do any shows.
I mean, that's what everyone's going through there.
I have two more teammates, Alfredo and Spencer. They weren't here today, but they very much, without mentioning it to me at all, made a website. And like it was able to stream and everything. Nice. And like I'll be honest with you, I was like pretty high. I was just smoking weed the whole time, and like just like really.
I mean, you and probably a lot of other people, to be honest.
You know, like well, like because like you know there was nothing else to do. I was just kind of like drinking and smoking weed, and I was just very much like, the days are going by.
I mean, that's you're sitting on your fucking rockers. Being like,
yeah. And then Spencer was very much like, we made a website. We need acts, 6 of them. And I'm like, okay,
now.
Like, no, very much like that. I'm like, when are you planning on doing the stream? He's like, today. We're doing the first one on Friday.
Oh, what the
right?
fuck?
And it was just like literally.
And it was Thursday. No,
no, it was. I think they gave me 6 or 7 days. It was 6 days.
6 days. You guys.
Yeah.
Like your God, build it in 7 days. You got 7 days.
You got 7 hours.
Yeah.
You guys know this guy. The first guy I booked for streaming was Scott.
Oh, what's his artist name?
Scout.
Yeah, Scout.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's a homie. No, Scout's great. He's amazing.
Ricardo.
Sorry, Scout.
He's probably
Shout out to Scout.
Yeah, funniest. One of the funniest guys I know.
Scout. But yeah, I had him for like the first one. He was like, yeah, I'm down to do it. And I booked the first one. And then I was just like, all right, that's all done. And he's just like, we're going to do this every week.
Fuck that.
No. That's a big no.
Weekly can kiss my black ass.
You never do weekly stuff.
You never go for a weekly.
No, this is the craziest part.
Not even 2 weeks sometimes.
This is the craziest part. I did it.
That's
I
crazy.
did it like weekly for like.
He went for a weekly.
Yeah. And how long were we in COVID? Like 2 years?
It was like a year and a half.
Yeah.
About,
like
I think, right?
Yeah.
About
So I was like booking. And the thing about COVID is that like it was really hard to book acts in LA, like you know, because like first of all they'd be like, "Who are you guys?
Yeah,
how many big shows have you done or whatnot?" But like this thing, they couldn't reference it because they'd be from their house, and it could just be like, "We're just gonna do the stream or whatnot." And I'll be honest with you, for a lot of
they have to learn to record and everything. Yeah.
And then you know, but like they wouldn't have a crowd either way. They couldn't have a crowd.
Yeah, no.
So I was asking these bigger artists, and I kept booking 6 or 7 acts a week for like 1.5 years. And I was very much just having fun with it. I was just like, dude, I just love seeing all these acts.
Yeah.
You know, we had trouble here and there or whatnot, technical issues or whatnot. But like at the end of the day, it was still fun for me. Because I was just like very much
sidebar. You got any more of them cookies?
What the fuck? I think you ate one of the Asian
pretty good.
Nah, them tasty ass cookies. Yeah, them.
Yeah, these ones I'm gonna eat them.
Shit, them shit's tasty.
Wait, let me get them.
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
He made him get up and grab more cookies, bro. You just sure to eat one of those edibles?
Oh my god, appreciate you.
Oh my god.
Hey, it's just delicious.
Oh my god. I don't think he ate dinner.
I did not eat dinner.
But yeah, I was just very much thinking as like a fun thing. And like when the time it was done, we started doing our first live shows. I was very surprised because like 100 people came. Like 150. And I was just like very much like, who are these people? Yeah. Like I was like very much because like before then I wasn't really referencing anybody. I was really much the studio kid where I never left the room. Like I was just always there, you know. And like now once seeing all these people and stuff, I was just like very much like.
Are you like an introvert or something?
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know?
It doesn't come off that way because like I'm pretty like talkative.
Yeah.
Like once you meet me enough, but I'm. That being said, you didn't meet me at the start.
Yeah.
Like. No. I think like Duck Girl and other people could like reference me where I'd be like, they'd be like, hey, what's up? You're super cool in your music. And I'd be like, and just walk away. And they'd be like, that's super weird. But like these days, I'm very much more like comfortable talking.
I think I said when we first met you, I used to tell nigga, this nigga quiet. He don't say much.
No,
he's making me nervous.
Actually, yeah. No, definitely
Oh my
you guys
God,
were the
bro.
first that referenced me. For sure, I was very much like, and just so you know, like in my head, I was very much like, God, they know I suck. Like just very much like they think I'm lame as fuck. Like I see it.
I thought you just
see it
smoked a
in his
lot. That's
eyes.
what.
I was like, why he's so quiet?
Oh,
Making me
that
nervous.
is also true.
I think that's
I
what it
did
was.
smoke a lot as well,
Yeah, I think that's what.
but
it
I
was
was very much like, I'm still very much like that person where I'm like, maybe if I get really high,
Right.
they'll reference
Yeah.
that I'm just high, and they won't judge me as a person.
I'm a plant. I'm a plant.
Just so
I'm a
you
plant.
know, guys.
But you know
Don't
what?
look at me.
We had that moment too, man. It was like I think we all had that precipice where you're about to pull the plug, right?
Yeah.
And for me, it was like I remember. I think it was sometime maybe during COVID, and I was like telling Nick, I was like, man, this shit. I'm like, I don't know, bro. And it was Dad Sean Kennedy.
Yeah.
Motherfucker came up to me. He was like, no, you changed my life.
Oh, he was dope. I saw that. Dude
Yeah, no,
that
he was like,
one of your last shows.
you guys
Yeah.
gave me my first. You guys gave me that platform, and if it wasn't for what y'all did, I wouldn't be doing this.
Nice.
Basically, in those words, and it was like, and I was like, damn, well, how many other people? Because sometimes you get lost in the planning, all that, and you don't realize that you are giving people who never had the opportunity to connect with other creatives or to have that platform, and that's the magic of what we do.
A lot of people don't know how to initiate that process. I feel like.
Yeah.
And a lot of people who are just artists, they just like, okay, well, hopefully somebody will come and give me a show, and like, I've been there before, absolutely, and then it's like, it's like be the change you want to see in the world, and it's like if I had somebody like that. A couple years ago, I would have been stoked.
Right?
So
The crazy.
Here's
The crazy shit about it, though, I don't know if y'all know, the original BFG happened. It wasn't 2017. It was like I even have the fucking poster. I found that shit. It was like 2015.
Oh, really?
No. So I didn't even know Nick yet. I didn't know him yet. It was like because I'm from Detroit.
Okay.
Okay.
So I moved out here. I worked in the music industry for a while, and the whole thing was, I didn't know nobody on the beat scene. I would hear rumors or whispers of Low End Theory that my ex used to tell me about.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't. I was too nervous to go by myself. I didn't really have a big network of friends. Yeah, nothing like that.
It's one of my big regrets. Not
Right?
going.
Yeah, and
You didn't go to it?
I didn't go.
I didn't. I wanted to the whole time, but I was too shy at the time.
Yeah,
And then so she was like, I'm like, I want to do an event, and I'm gonna do like play some beats because I consider, even though I'm a professional DJ, I consider myself a bedroom producer. So I'm like, I want to play some beats. So I ended up finding a venue, Coda. It was like Coda Lounge in Sherman Oaks. I ended up renting I had to rent a projector. Like it was like a ton of work. Guess how many people showed up?
How many?
Maybe like 3.
Yeah.
Maybe like 3. It was the defeat of I'm like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Does that include the artist?
It was me. I think I was the only artist, come to think of it.
Wait, what?
But no, I was really defeated because I played and it was
so-
just a mess.
It was just you're the only one on the lineup, and you're DJing.
I didn't know nobody, man. Yes,
I don't
was
think
the
I
only-
even knew about this.
I didn't know. I didn't know you yet. We didn't.
Oh, this
meet
is way
yet.
before
this
Quality?
Was before you, yeah.
Yeah, he was saying, like, the
so
first
what had happened
Dang.
was I'm like, fuck this shit. It's a failure. And then what had happened was a couple of years later. This is after I met you and whatnot.
Yeah.
She was like, one day randomly, she's like, you should start BFG again.
Yeah.
And I don't know why the fuck I did listen to her. But yeah, I did, and the rest is like, here we are.
Definitely been there before. Where it's just
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm done. Never
No.
again.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
a wrap,
stuff.
bro. I was like, yo, this was like the most epic failure of all failures.
Yes. Yep.
For my first show, I also had a pretty bad epic failure. I think like 7 people showed up, but like
Yeah.
the biggest difference was it for, I don't know if you guys know this guy, Basic or Derek. He is this insane hardcore artist, and for some damn reason, he was just like, "Yeah, I'll show up," and I didn't realize like. If you look him up on Instagram, I think he's got like 100,000 followers or something like that. Like, so he was huge already.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I'll show up just cause I got nothing else to do, right? And he like played the set, and it was like the most mind blowing thing. I was just like, this guy
That's pretty sick.
is annihilating the stage, like with no care. Like I was just very much by the end. I was like, that was pretty awesome, man. You know, like pretty blown away. And like he was one of the bigger differences. I'm like, I should continue this shit. This is dope.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's like? Tell me about what was the inspiration behind Palacio Palace?
It was two big things. It was that there was like not really any electronic music in the valley, and like I think I accomplished that from this point because there's like a couple promoters. There's you guys. There's Eric, who's like now throwing electronic stuff.
Oh, nigga, we was first.
Yeah. But you know, but just so you know, I didn't find you guys until way later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I was very much seeing like there was no electronic music. You know, I was just very much like, where is everybody? Because it was just practically only you guys, and like one guy who threw like a show every 3 months. And
in the valley, I would say, in the valley.
Yeah, for sure.
So
There was
like, it like took me forever. Like I found a bunch of like indie promoters and a bunch of punk band promoters, but I'm on like electronic music doesn't exist. I didn't find you guys until I think after COVID, and that's when I'm like, oh shit, these guys are here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, that was sort of my thing. It's like I was tired of going to LA for any shows. You know, I just
That
like,
was the other thing.
I was just like, let's just
Where you
make
stay?
Things happen. Over
Oh
here
yeah,
in
well,
the valley.
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
I'm over here in the valley,
Just so
and
you
I'm
know,
just
we're
and
all Valley promoters.
yeah,
right now.
and
This
it's
episode.
like, and it's like there's nothing going on out here ever, and like it's so funny. I think about what you said when somebody's like, you're trying to book in the valley. It's like you're doing it on hard mode. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
so
basically.
hard to like make anything happen out here.
Yeah.
you
Which
know?
is weird because there's so many venues that
Yeah.
could benefit from.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Well,
sure there's plenty that
there's
like, you
also-
can just like hit up. Honestly, you know,
Has
that'd be
has your
cool,
artist
you know?
been honest about you about that? They do have like an ick factor for
A
the
who?
Valley.
Yeah.
What?
The artists themselves have like an ick factor.
Nah,
for
nobody
the
got
Valley.
no ick factor. What are you
No,
talking about?
dude.
Ick factor?
They haven't talked to you honestly. They're all like, they'll very honestly, because like I know them personally. They'll be like, do I really got to go down to the valley? Like, just very honestly be like,
Yeah, that's
yo,
crazy.
nobody
No,
says
no.
that shit.
A
It's
couple
not like it's
people-
fucking an empire, like you're
Yeah.
driving a fucking San Bernardino or
No, I
anything.
know that's the weird part, but that's the thing that they say. Like, if I do a San Diego show, there will be a crowd. If I do an Inland Empire crowd, there probably will be a crowd.
Yeah.
But like, if I do a Valley show, I'm like, I'm doing a Valley show. and there's gonna
Man,
be no-
anybody
That's
give
fucking
it,
crazy.
yo,
Fuck
anybody
those
give
people.
us ick? They can, yo, anybody,
No, I feel that.
yo, anybody give us ick? They could go fuck themselves and
Yeah,
just
dude, that's
don't.
crazy.
Yeah, yo, no, like I don't.
If
play
you don't
that
want to
shit.
play this show,
Yeah.
don't fucking drive then. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. But yeah, like only because I know them personally. But that's why I always thought like if you're being a Valley promoter, it's like you're playing in hard mode.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
we've ever.
It's just the
we-
venues that are.
we-
Yeah, it's more the hard mode is
venues
the venues because.
Like because like
Yeah.
I would say from our 7 years, I mean, I can count on one hand how many people we actually had like issues with.
Yeah.
And you trust me, when
handful.
I have an issue with somebody, you ain't gonna see them at our event again.
Yeah, they're not.
Like no, it's like I'm one and done. Especially me, like I've worked.
There's
in
a
the
couple
industry long
standouts
enough,
we
I'm
remember
like,
too.
Look, I'm not a cocky dude. I'm one of the most humble motherfuckers you'll ever meet. But my resume is legit. And if you haven't accomplished at least more or greater than me, I'm not standing for no bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
We've been through the ringer of dealing with like
real ego people, real
like ego
egos,
people,
just
venues.
like
Yeah, no, the
Before we started BFG, when we did the quality thing, so the open format game is kind of like a lot of ego heads.
oh
and
yeah, especially during that
it's-
DJ boom.
Yeah,
That when everybody was a DJ, like
yeah.
that was like
Everyone's
when
trying
quality.
to be DJ, open format DJ. Probably because of like Vegas and DJ AM.
Such a
and-
terrible time. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. It was bad.
But yeah, well, we that's what I'm saying. We went through like the era
We've
of
seen
like
it.
having to pay to play.
Right.
Like we're
Yeah.
just like, nah, fuck that
Well,
shit.
yeah,
We ain't
yeah.
doing that. That's the reason we started BFGs
If
because
there's one thing that's like a zero tolerance to me, it's fucking ego.
Yeah, for straight up.
I don't like, dude. The moment I feel you have an ego, I'm not fucking. I don't care how talented you. You could be the a Grammy Award win. I don't give a fuck. Like if you come at me with this hoity-toity high
We know
horse shit.
immediately. We know.
I'm like, I call Nick right away. You know, I
Yeah,
hit
he'll come. I'll be DJing in the booth. I'm like trying to fucking play for the beginning of the, like the end for like everyone in the beginning who's getting there, and I'm like, he's like trying to talk to me.
I'm like, hey, fuck this guy.
this guy, man. I don't know, man. I was like, what's up? I was like, oh, I don't know, man. He's not. I'm just like, well, I haven't met him yet, so I can't tell you. But then you look at him, you be like, then I'll be like, oh yeah.
And then with me and Nick, like we have a good dynamic where I'm the angry one and he's like even killed.
Yeah.
But everyone thinks it's opposite.
I'll be angry sometimes.
Like no, I literally legit like when people rub me the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the
I'm
one to give
just-
people
yeah.
chances for
I
sure.
feel like you're the more vocal one. Like if somebody did something wrong, you'd be the first one to be like, "Hey, man."
I get a little Detroit. So
I was gonna say that's the that's the.
I mean, it's
For
not. We're still
California
pretty
thing,
nice
you
to
know?
the person if they're gonna like act a certain way.
For
It's just if we don't hit you up past a certain point, then you know you've.
oh yeah,
you've
like
pretty
because like
much
when
goofed
you're
up.
on my Noah's blacklist,
Or
oh
our
you're
blacklist.
done
Yeah.
yeah,
indefinitely.
Yeah, unless you like physically come say sorry to us or something, like that's the only reason you're gonna get back on, like, or you know what you did, and then you can come back and say, "Hey, my bad."
But there's only been like out of 7 years, hundreds of
It's like
performers.
a handful. It's like a handful.
It's literally
of
like
people.
one hand. I could count it on one hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Can-
But they're memorable.
but we also haven't seen. Like it makes sense because we haven't seen these people on anyone
right?
else's
Without mentioning
shows.
names, what are some like
I never
things
mentioned
they've
names.
done?
But no, here's a big thing for me. Here's a big no. Unless
Yeah, I already know. His
unless I know you, right? Unless you, because some
Emergency.
people are very respectful. They'll be like, "Look, I got work in the morning or something." They'll message you before the show. But the person who comes at the time of their set and leaves right after.
Yeah, that's one.
Oh, you are the worst person in existence.
That's like one no.
Again, unless I know there are circumstances that can aid to that,
and
but
those people will let us know. Though,
but
they'll
some
let us
people
know.
are just in and out, and it's so I feel like it's so disrespectful.
Then on
to
top of that,
all the other artists,
Though those people,
Has
like
there
if
been,
they have
like-
ego, it just makes it even way worse.
yeah,
You're just like,
yeah.
I
or
don't
someone
like
who
you.
demands, they'll be like, "I need to play at this slot because I'm like,
Yeah.
what?"
Yeah, that's.
And then
personal.
then there's also people that like cancel like last minute for like
That's the
3
worst.
shows in a
That's-
row. You're just
that's
Like,
like,
yeah, not one show,
yeah,
not
no,
2
like,
shows.
like 3 shows, and you're just like, all right, well,
has an artist like just not messaged you and you're like, "Hey, your set's about to be in 20 minutes," and
I
they just never.
think
No,
maybe.
no.
Are you sure? Like,
Yeah, we never.
We haven't had no one.
No, we
one
never.
show?
Just like people who won't like
I feel
to
like
a
we had
degree
one
they
no
haven't,
show.
but
I've had
they'll
2.
pop up. They'll pop up like hella late or something like that.
But
yeah.
these people that do this, so we notice that they don't get booked at all.
That's
anymore.
one that we pay attention to. We look at like we start to peep their network or their circle, and
yeah.
we'll notice that okay, nobody's fucking with you right
Yeah,
now.
well, it's
That's because you've done
it's
that to
obvious,
everyone.
like, yeah, you've done some
You-
shady
once
shit to
you're-
everyone.
Once you're long enough in the game, you kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
You're all like, "Oh,
have,
okay."
have some etiquette, you know. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, have some fucking indie performer etiquette.
exactly.
It's
and,
like
and it's really just about respecting your peers.
well, it's like
Yeah.
they want to
Okay.
live
Yeah.
up to the LA stereotype and be the way they are, but you're just like that's not
I
actually
can't.
what
I
it-
can't.
It's not what you should
That's
do,
actually not what you
You
should
can-
be. Like,
I can't
yeah.
show up before my set and enjoy other people's set.
This is
Yeah.
this is really
Yeah.
bad, but
Go for that.
do you guys disregard that at all? Like, has there ever been like an artist who's like, "This guy's so damn dope, he can"? Get
No.
away with
Hell
this"?
no, no.
No, we don't give a
Look,
fuck.
I don't give a fuck
We don't give a
how dope you, dude. I know Grammy Award.
Yeah, we've been
winning-
dealing
I
with
know,
people, like
I
we
know
telling him.
motherfuckers in the industry with plaques on plaques, are like, and they're humble.
Yeah.
So for
Yeah.
me to deal with like, for me to put that aside and like, oh, you have no accolades, but you want to act like you're fucking Beyonce,
Yeah.
go fuck yourself.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
because we've worked with
I-
people that are like bigger than the average person, and like they're really cool people.
Yeah.
So like, why do I gotta deal with?
Exactly. That's the first
like
thing I say.
you, like,
Like if I
who-
know X, Y, and Z, and they're the most humble people you've ever met, but you, who the fuck are
No,
you?
that's
when
for
act
sure.
like-
Yeah.
you
So
know?
that's why we're just like, no, we don't care how good you are if you're
There's
being an
no
asshole.
excuse for it, but I will say every once in a while I do see like who I have for lineups. Like I gotta get him at least once.
I mean, you
I
can try
know they're
once. Well, you can try once, and then he's after your set, you can be like, all right, never again.
No, no,
but-
I'll do whatever to throw him on stage. Like even
Like-
if they're
Really?
like,
No,
I didn't-
fuck
I
that,
didn't
man. You
show-
gotta-
I couldn't find a rider when I'm like, I'm gonna find
Bro, you
somebody.
gotta
to give
have-
You had a writer,
Yeah.
bro.
You gotta have
I've
your-
done crazy stuff in order to just be like,
Man,
get out
you gotta
there.
have your. You gotta look, man. You gotta stick to your principles.
It's true.
You gotta have a code, and the code is everything.
I just
At
The
the
underground
end of
has a
once.
code, man.
Yeah,
Even the
at-
underground
no,
has
for
a
sure,
code.
but I just need the once.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you do it once, fine.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like
And
cool.
like, it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
You're not coming back.
Oh, that's what I'm
I
saying.
just
Yeah,
got the
that's
once,
cool.
you know what I
That's
mean?
totally fine.
But the once was already booked, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So
No,
that's
yeah.
what
If
we're
it's already
saying.
booked,
You
yeah,
deal with it
no,
once,
yeah,
and
but
then you don't
after
deal with
that-
it again.
So,
No, for
dude,
sure,
yeah,
not
Yeah.
exactly.
No, you're right.
It's
No,
the-
that's what we're doing.
it's the
We like
follow-up.
book people.
I won't say names, but there was this one act. He's incredible. He's amazing. Like he really is the weirdo where he just stays.
I
in
think
his
we had
room
one of
and
those
just-
guys type of
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
We had a
too,
few.
But he's,
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
He like talks crap to all the artists.
Oh
He's
shit,
like
hate
that's
that
super
shit.
mean.
I hate that
He's
shit.
like
bad, bro.
Yeah.
just a
I
total
hate
dick.
that.
Even talking to him, I'm just
You
like,
know what
I
we
hate
do
this kid.
too? We
That's
block,
so
we
bad,
block
dude.
people when I see messages of people like hating on other artists or talking shit or saying something. I block them. I unfollow and block them.
Yeah.
But it might have been just my high ass. I was just like on edibles and stuff, and I'm more like, I was listening to his tracks, and I'm just like, but fuck, this shit slaps so hard. Like it just slaps so hard. And so I already booked them.
Lay
and
off
it
the
was-
peyote.
No, but the booking is fine. You can book them once.
It's just edibles. I'm not taking no listen jokes, but he like I was very much like. It's already booked. I know it's gonna be trouble. It's like a week and a half away.
Oh, so you already felt it before?
Yeah, yeah.
it
No,
got
I
booked.
called it.
Damn, that's crazy.
I already referenced all his friends and everything, and they all said he's gonna be trouble.
Wow.
Man,
We never had
you
one of those.
What
We
was
never had
I-
one of those though. That sucked.
You
I
booked
had-
the devil.
Yeah, that's
Straight up.
shitty.
But like, I was like, but I'm like far enough in this game where I pre-gamed it, and I'm more like, I already know his friends. I already know some people around this area. No matter what, I'm gonna get that fucker on
Yeah.
stage. You know,
That's pretty
And-
funny.
And like, I did get him on stage, and he was a nightmare, as you would expect. But I got him on there.
But you can give the guy like a chance, you know,
I
like
give everybody gets one chance.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
Everybody gets one.
yeah.
Everybody gets one chance. And that first impression's a motherfucker. Like, yo, I mean, and unless, like, if you do some fuck shit, if you follow up with an apology or if you're sincere, we've had incidents where and
Where
we
shit
hashed it-
happens, and we
we
understand
hashed it out with people, and it's good. It's all love. But there's certain people, they can't put their ego aside, and they're just very
Yeah.
in there. They think their shit don't stink, and that doesn't fly with us. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I give like some leeway, but like there was a close little friend of mine, and he was just a dick the whole time. And it was defending him like once, twice, and after a while, I'm all like, "You're on your own, dude. Like you're
Third time
causing your
doesn't
own
work.
problems.
Yeah.
You're like you're coming off like as a victim that everybody hates you. Everybody hates you for a reason.
He finally couldn't take it
And
anymore.
you know it's weird because like me coming up in Detroit, I had many phases in music. So I started out as a battle DJ. So I used to do
yeah.
competitions and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then I went to college. I became like the college DJ. But then I was really heavy into the Detroit hip hop scene. So I would DJ for certain artists. And one thing I tell Nick knows this too. I love artists, but I got to think about artists. Because artists
Yeah.
going to be artists. No matter what level
Yeah.
they're at, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things you'll notice is that artists will have that attitude, or like they always gotta one up the other artist. They always gotta. It's always like that thing, especially in hip hop. And
That's
you
what I
see
was
that.
about to say.
You see that a
I
lot
feel like
in
you
the
were
in the hip hop
experiencing
world,
this.
right?
Yes, especially.
And you didn't used to have that in the DJ world. You didn't used to have
No.
that in with the DJs and producers. We were nerds. We were tech savvy. We were in our element making shit.
I don't see that as much with the hip hop these days. Maybe it's like the hip hop I'm seeing, but
I actually think
you
it's
know.
more
different
prominent
now.
now.
But what's
That they
weird?
have more
What, no,
spotlight.
what I was
It's way
gonna say.
different
What I
now.
was gonna say
No.
though, it's weirder. I feel like that attitude has now transcended to producers and DJs.
yeah, that's what I was saying.
I feel like that world now, because DJs weren't like all high and mighty back in. You know what you had to do to be a DJ in the 90s?
It's a bigger market now.
One, you
man.
had to carry fucking crates.
Yeah.
You had to be tech savvy because you had to fix your fucking turntables and everything that would break every.
Right.
But now it's like everyone's the shit.
Yep.
And
It's just a
that I feel like you used to see that primarily with artists because everyone else was the background.
Right.
The producer was the background, the DJ was the background. But now that these characters, we now have the forefront, the DJ, the producer, you can be your own star now. You have that
There's money in
attitude
it now, that's
you
why.
have that attitude in those pockets now, which is different.
there's money in it.
I forgot what I was talking about, honestly.
Well, no, you said like that. Oh my god, no, you're
Fucking
saying
crackers.
you're saying that
So good.
like basically we're in the background before, but now
We're in the
what I
forefront.
believe I
Yeah.
think is the reason is because producers and DJs are way more marketable now.
Yeah,
You're
easily.
a brand. You can be a brand now, and you can make.
Yeah.
I mean, like you can be like Marshmello, who
I think of
personally don't
think of
but-
Jay Black, right? Y'all know who
but
Jay Black
that's a
is?
brand,
I think
dude.
so.
The
They make
finger drummer. He's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
renowned finger drummer.
A-Rap
But
music.
the-
Do you remember
yeah,
A-Rap music?
yeah, A-Rap music.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
these motherfuckers are like
But they're
they,
marketable now.
no, they become marketable. Like back in the day, that would never be possible
because
So now-
they weren't. It just wasn't
exactly.
a thing back then.
But
yeah.
now you're right.
So now you get clout. Now
are
you- now
able
you need
to
the clout.
be now. So now
I think it all kind of changed in the early or mid 2000s.
It was the Vegas DJ.
it was definitely mid 2000s.
It was the Vegas
yeah.
DJ era. for sure.
2010s. 2010s.
Well,
Yeah.
I gotta give a lot of credit to Low End Theory, because like
Yeah,
that's
they're-
when,
they're
like,
the first
live
to do-
producers. Were
no,
like
they
the main
they were the
stage thing.
apex. They were
Yeah.
the apex.
I had
Like,
friends
especially
that.
like that live producer theme for sure. But like before that, I think like that early 2000s of having like Fatboy Slim and stuff like that, like doing,
Yeah.
like live performances. That's when it's like producers are here as a performance.
And they're really
piece.
chill about everything too. They like, yeah, it was. My friends used to drive from fucking Temecula to go to that on a Wednesday night in
To
LA.
Low
It's
End?
like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I remember G used to always tell me like, "You need to go to Low End Theory." I'm like, I don't know anybody down there.
You don't have to. You don't have to know anybody there.
Man,
It's
I
crazy.
didn't know nobody in LA. I was new.
I didn't know
I
anybody
was a
either.
transplant.
Do you guys go to Scenario 808?
Yeah, been
Yeah,
there a
we've
few
been
times.
like
That's-
one or twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Scenario, man. Always
Because they
a
were
good
they're
vibe.
the original like they're people from Low End
But it was
Theory,
Daddy
right?
Kev,
it's
right?
a
Daddy Kev.
Daddy Kev is
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
Low
Yeah.
End Theory.
Daddy Kev is originally from Low.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's-
Yeah.
yeah,
no,
okay.
I love Song Bar, right?
Yeah.
That's always a good vibe.
Yeah.
Always a good vibe.
But you get some big people in there.
Mhm.
Like I saw.
You never know who's gonna drop in.
Yeah, dude, I saw this Edit Beats Edit in there one time. He's one of the guys from Glitch Mob.
That's cool.
Mhm.
Oh,
my
dude, he's
God.
there regularly. That guy's
Well,
like super nice.
DiBiase, I say I
Yeah,
call it DiBiase there.
He did this crazy set with a modular synth rack. Like he did like a DJ set, but it was hooked up to like a modular synth rack.
That's pretty sick.
And it was like just like the most organic sounding beats I've ever heard. And like I was looking at my water, and it was doing like the Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
Like,
The
it was just
bass.
like- it was just like- yeah, it was just like- it was just like vibrating. Yeah, and I don't actually think I've seen a cup vibrate like that
Yeah.
in a bar like ever. I've never seen water like get
Mhm.
like transformed.
Dude,
by
Edit
music
loves
like
his
that.
modular.
Dude, I think there's something to the modular with it just getting into you or something. It's like
Well,
yeah.
I
It's
saw
always-
him,
modular's always great.
A
It's
friend of mine,
modular.
But anyway, but
Live
aside
sets
from
with
that, it was-
modular are
aside from
always
that,
great.
he
Oh,
was
yeah.
just-
Modular.
Aside from that, he was just
In
amazing.
general,
I saw Bats over there recently.
I think you gotta be a little bit creative with it, because like I don't like drone
Modular.
modular sets,
Right.
Or, like ambient modular sets too much. Like you gotta be a little
Modular.
more
I can't
creative
stop
with
saying
it.
Right.
modular.
No, he's a master with that.
No,
Just
no,
feel it in
no.
your bones.
That's for sure. Have you ever seen his like modular live sets?
who?
Edit or?
Oh no, I
Glitch Mob?
haven't personally. No,
Dude.
but I mean, like I've seen modular sets. So they're always fucking bang.
Yeah.
So-
Like, I think
Modular.
he like I don't like maybe I haven't seen a whole lot of modular sets, but his was just like
Yeah, I mean, when you go to like Coachella or
I've
something,
seen,
you'll see some shit.
My
All right,
I
so
s-
I
I
have a
re-
question.
okay.
I'm sorry. Since we're on modular. All right. Modular versus analog. Someone explain.
well, they're both analog.
Yeah.
but
They're
much-
both
They're
analog.
both. It's just
but-
a
Are
different-
they though? Can
Oh, yeah.
modular can
Yeah,
be
yeah.
digital though,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, well, so modular is literally like taking like a pure just voltage and just
Yeah.
like running it through a
Mhm.
bunch of stuff.
This is
basically,
different.
and just like changing the signal.
Yeah.
You know, which is basically what you're doing with like a analog synth, but you're
Yeah.
controlling it with a keyboard. You know,
Mhm.
but like modular, it's like. It's like snapping a bunch of parts together.
It's a
It's-
more
I-
complex
I would say
synth. It's a more
modular-
complex
Yeah.
synth, basically.
Modular is
basically.
more of a workflow,
Yeah.
right.
and like analog is more of a
So
theme of
workflow, like
equipment.
if you were to give me an example, give me like a
Like
modular
deadmau5 uses a
example.
lot of modular stuff when he makes music. If you see
the
his
best way I
videos,
describe it is
when
like,
he's
let's say you have
plugging
like
in.
a signal, and it runs through like a bunch of filters.
yeah,
Yeah.
And like as you run through the filters, it's not that
So
you're
where
really,
analog would be one unit,
Yeah,
where in
basically.
which the modular
Yeah,
would be.
They're
Yeah,
both
yeah.
analog.
They're
It's all-
both
it's all
analog.
you know.
Mm,
but-
okay.
modular is
Yeah.
more like hands-on, like old school classic. Like let's route this filter to this LFO, and
Yeah.
you got to take a cable and
Yeah.
plug it in and go like that.
Right.
So it's
And
instead of
then
it being
analog
like,
can be
oh, let me just flip a switch.
I always was that always confused me. The
And then an
difference
analog
between
synth, like for instance, I have like a Korg,
Yeah.
not a Korg, Arturia microbrute,
Mhm.
and that's an analog synth, but it's just the synth. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's got it's got
So
like
if you
state-
were to take the synth and run it through different,
so it's actually got a patch bay in it.
Yeah,
so it's got a
they make
bay,
patches.
so I could technically connect it to modular. You know, if I wanted to, like to another modular thing, and I could trigger.
so if you were to
modular with my
use
synth.
multiple units, then it becomes modular.
basically, yeah.
You can patch different
basically
units with different
it's
units.
kind of it's super esoteric. You know,
Yeah.
it's like one of those things that's like super like, you know, it's one of those things that like you have to be a real nerd to get into that,
basically,
you know?
or fucked with, or just fucked with it. Like, yeah, you basically had to fuck with their machine for like many hours just to
Yeah.
get the
Gotcha.
like the. I mean, like there's been sets I've seen that have been fucking great, and I know they use modular. I think the last Justice set I saw, their live set was like modular. That was like years ago, 2017. They're playing this
Justice?
weekend. Yeah, that was like 2017. They used one of I think they had a modular synth up there. It wasn't like nothing big, but I know they did. I know probably like, oh fuck, there's been a couple sets, but it always just like, I mean, they pre-programmed. They didn't know where they're plugging shit in anyways, but but
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like kind of like one of those things where it's just like, nice rack.
but when
you know?
yeah,
You
but
know, you know, it's like one of those things.
when you have like a live set like that, it's pretty sick
yeah,
though.
but when they when you like nail a live set with one of those things,
because it's like the live techno artist, like the guy Stop Play Tectonics. He kind of had some modular stuff.
right?
He had some modular
yeah.
stuff where you'd unplug and plug
Yeah.
stuff in and get like the techno like 5/7 beat or whatever it is called.
yeah.
So that's what modular is, but that's pretty sick though. But yeah,
These
scenario
motherfucking Melentos are modular.
Jesus, this guy's grubbing all your fucking crackers. Right?
No, that's the point of them. Eat it all.
That's his dinner.
It's just delicious.
Speaking of live producers, by the way, where'd you find Rick Feds? That was sick. That dude.
He played for one of our streams earlier on, and he was like, "I would love to play for you guys when I come by LA."
Yeah,
But
but
like-
he's from like Latvia.
Yeah,
He's from Latvia.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing
Damn.
out here?
Like the spot from a fucking Avengers.
No, like Latvia. Well, no,
No,
like
not-
the Eastern European. Like
That's not
former Soviet
Latvia.
Union.
That's something else.
Latvia, right?
Like Latvia,
No, that's
like-
something
that,
else,
that
bro.
shit was in Avengers.
Oh, I haven't seen
It was some other name, but it was
that
close.
shit was Latvia.
It wasn't Latvia. It was like it had an E at the end though.
I haven't seen Avengers, so I have no idea. if
No,
you're-
bro.
That shit was Latvia, bro.
I gotta look this shit up now,
I
bro.
have no idea if Avengers actually.
Fucking Vigo, what was his name?
Come on,
Vigo.
man. God damn it. Let me. Hold on.
Yeah,
What's,
he's
wait,
looking
what's
at- it's Latvia.
what's the?
Put Latvia in Avengers.
No.
That's
What's
what
the
Oh wait.
the Scarlet
wait,
Witch?
wait.
Okay.
Hard left here. I'm gonna order
Black
a
Widow.
pizza. Does anybody have any like vegetarian?
Oh
or-
man, I'm a cheese
Vegetarian
and pepperoni.
what?
I'm a cheese
Are
and
you
pepperoni guy.
vegetarian?
No,
or
no,
vegan?
no. I like meat.
No?
Yeah, he do.
Dude,
Why is that bad?
anybody
You talking
against,
shit on meat lovers or what? Damn.
It's 2021.
Right? What the hell is 24, bro? Get it with the
What
times.
you do on your pizza is your business, my man.
That's right.
Anchovies only.
Oh, I
But,
love
wait, is anybody against a Hawaiian pizza?
it. No, I'm not against
I
Hawaiian
mean,
pizza.
no.
I don't really, like
You-
people
you
swear
kinda
off
said that.
pineapple.
I mean,
No,
no, it's,
no.
Just, it's just like Hawaiian pizza for me is very summertimey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
let's go
very
for, like, a
summertime
meaties
pizza.
thing.
I don't mind. I love Hawaiian pizza personally.
I don't mind pineapple on pizza. No,
No, it's great.
I don't think it's a
But
travesty.
you don't feel
Okay,
like
what
you don't
about-
feel like it tastes better in the summer.
All right, wait.
Sokovia is Sokovia is
I'm gonna
the
give you some
country
more
you're looking
choices.
for.
some more choices. Pesto chicken, meat lovers.
Pepperoni.
You just want pepperoni?
I'm simple. I'm a simple person.
Pepperoni, pineapple.
Pepperoni, jalapeno.
No, I don't really care. Like
Pepperino.
I don't-
I don't. Yeah, I don't really.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, we are your gracious guests,
yeah, do what you
brother.
want, man.
You could get a motherfucking
honest,
chitlin
man.
pizza
I-
now.
I-
What the
I
fuck?
need a pizza right now. I'm hungry.
I fucking love it. Let me tell you about pizza. I probably eat pizza like 3 times a week.
That's crazy. That's too much pizza.
I love pizza.
of
Like
pizza. A lot of
I
fucking pizza,
love
man.
pizza. Like
That's so much
there is
pizza.
no time where if anyone were to offer me pizza, I'm having pizza.
You know what's crazy? It's gonna sound
I
blasphemous.
agree with that. Like even if it was like
Yeah.
it's cold, I'd be
I
like,
want it. Yeah,
right
pizza.
on.
Yeah, yeah. I'll take it.
This is gonna sound really blasphemous, but after like going to Italy and eating pizza multiple times in New York. My favorite pizza place is still in LA. It's kind of fucking crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
fuck you. And let me tell you why.
No, that's I said it's blasphemous.
California,
But it is what it is, bro.
California.
I agree with that.
California,
It's an Italian place.
No,
They
let me
make
tell
brick
you.
oven
Let me
pizzas.
tell you.
They're
Let
pretty
me tell you.
and that cornbread pizza over here is pretty fucking fire
California
too.
has the worst pizza I've ever had in my
You
life.
haven't gone the right spots, my friend.
California?
No, let me tell you. California's pizza.
You have not gone.
Have you ever had Detroit style pizza? Like legit Detroit style.
It's not square.
Is it the
is
cornbread
The
one?
square pizza, yeah.
Oh, I don't like squares.
You know what?
There you go.
So he's excluded.
I can't.
Have you
I
ever
like
had
squares,
Chicago
but-
style? You ever had Chicago deep dish pizza?
It's too much. Chicago
Yeah,
deep
you're
dish is too
excluded
much.
too. You
It's
can
too
have
much
your
casserole.
fucking California
No, yeah,
pizza.
exactly.
Right
See?
now.
See?
We're debating
No, but they
pizza.
have like this cornbread pizza place that's pretty
Okay.
fucking fire in Pasadena.
Californians, you know what they do? You
That
know
shit's
how
fucking-
you
it's
make
like a
a
deep
California
dish-
pizza?
It's like a deep dish
I'm gonna
cornbread
put
pizza.
avocado on it.
No one does that. What the fuck are you?
Nobody puts
Not even
All-
California. No.
All fucking
Now you
Californians
see-
do. All y'all
Now you're
do.
just spitting shit out
All
his
y'all
ass.
do is put avocado
He
on
went to some
everything.
random.
Oh, no.
He went to some fucking random place in the valley. and he was
Californians be like,
this-
"Oh, that's a nice burger. Mind if I
I've
throw some
never seen
avocado on it?"
a pizza.
No one puts
What the
Yeah.
fuck is
avocado on
wrong
a pizza,
with you?
motherfucker.
Look for a
Okay.
California
You're
pizza.
talking-
There's a
you're just
good-
talking shit
there's
now,
a really
bro.
good pizza spot over here. I don't know if anybody. I haven't had it forever, but like, ever heard of Fratelli's?
Maybe.
Fratelli's is.
I've heard of Fratelli's.
Fratelli's
You know, I like
is-
Amici's.
Amici's is
Amici's
good.
is
but,
good.
But it's Fratelli's is like the closest to like New
Bro,
York.
but they-
Have you had this spot called it's
New York's
called
good, by the
Prince
way.
Street.
So what?
Prince Street. I keep hearing about. They got one in Pasadena. Apparently, it's like super good. I look forward to trying
I
that.
had like this one pizza from Studio City one time, and God, I forget what it was called. It was like New York style with really big slices, and that was amazing. But I think it went under.
Yo, what was that spot we got for Lo-Fi Festival?
Lo-Fi?
Y'all got that big ass pizza.
Oh shit, that was from a place in.
That shit was good as fuck.
I'm telling you, LA has great fucking pizza,
Yeah,
bro.
but it's-
spots at
You
it.
can't say it's good LA pizza if it's New York style. You can't
Well,
be like, oh,
no,
this
no,
is
no.
good New York
no,
style
but
LA
what I'm
pizza.
saying is, it may be New York style in LA, but that New York style in LA is still better than fucking New York makes it.
No.
That's exactly
not
what it
how life works.
But New York style pizza is not my favorite in LA. Though,
Did you
so
eat
that
all of the
doesn't make
pizza
sense.
in New York? Did you
I
eat
had-
every
I've had a
pizza
lot-
place in New York?
I've had some
Okay,
bougie
Did you
ass
eat
places in New
every
York.
pizza place
I've had
in New
Oven
York?
Brick. I
I've
have
had-
all that.
Did
shit
you
in
eat
New York.
every
I've
place?
I've had Frank
Did you go where Miles
Did you go every
Morales
place in
eats?
LA? Did you go to every place in LA?
Fucking asshole.
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
how this rabbit hole pizza has
stupid.
gone so
Wait,
far
wait.
down.
We're
Wait.
about to fight over this
No,
pizza.
I've had Frank Pepe's before from New Haven,
Frank
Connecticut.
Pepe's. That sounds
Frank
like a
Pepe's.
pimp.
Well, so,
Pepe's pizza.
so that's the poster. So
Slap
according,
your ass with
according
pizza.
to everybody, Frank Pepe's is like the best pizza in
Frank
the country.
Pepe on
And
Figueroa.
yeah.
Frank
Anyway.
Pepe will smack you.
Anyway, Frank Pepe's is overrated. That's all I got to say about that.
Oh,
Frank Pepe's. is
I feel like he's
overrated.
gonna pop out of the shadows,
Yeah, Frank
right?
Pepe's is gonna murk me right now.
That's funny.
Fucking Frank Pepe.
Yeah.
Funny enough, my middle name is Frank.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Frank Pepe.
I think I will go by that moniker.
Frank Pepe.
Hey, baby, call me Frank Pepe.
Oh my god! You just gave him another moniker he's gonna use in the future. Frank fucking Pepe.
Frank fucking
Jesus.
Pepe.
Frank fucking Pepe.
That's
Real
great.
dude, real pizza guy.
Real shit.
The cornbread pizza, I'm telling you though, is like
I've
they-
never had that.
They
What
make
the
this,
fuck is
that sounds
cornbread?
they make like
pizza?
this deep dish.
there's cornbread pizza.
Yeah, they
That
make this
sounds-
deep
that
dish
sounds
like
insane.
pizza out of corn. Like the crust is like a cornbread s crust.
I'm not
It's
sure if
fucking
I can get
fire.
I feel like my grandmother is
Talking about
rolling in her
blasphemy,
grave
I
over
think
that.
that's blasphemy.
That
No,
is
but it's-
blasphemy.
I thought it was
Cornbread
too. But I tried
Cornbread
it and I was like,
pizza.
holy fuck, this shit's fire actually.
Wait,
Like their
really?
pesto, yeah, it's fucking really good. I was trying to find it. I was trying to search for
I
it.
feel like I'd punch the pizza once and then try it.
All right, y'all want an unpopular opinion? Unpopular opinion.
Uh-oh.
Chuck E. Cheese has really good pizza.
They do. They have really good pizza. They
No.
Chuck E. Cheese has
Chuck E.
really good
Cheese has
pizza.
fire
Don't hate
pizza.
on the Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
Average.
Chuck E.
Average.
Cheese.
Ah,
For the
man,
price?
above average. Above average.
Chuck E. Cheese has
Chuck
bomb.
E. Cheese pizza is
No,
really
no
good.
comment on Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Just no
Or
comment.
y'all want to take
They
it
have really
back?
good deals, too.
Y'all want to take it back?
Chuck E.
I
Cheese
don't.
pizza.
I don't want to give away my age, but we're gonna take it back.
We're gonna take it back.
All right. There's a time in life. There's a time in American history. It's like
Oh jeez.
1997, maybe 96. There's a place your parents took you to on Friday after you did a good week of school.
Pizza Hut.
Oh jeez.
Fucking Pizza Hut.
Pizza
Fucking
Hut, bro.
Pizza Hut. 90s Pizza Hut. was magic, bro.
90s Pizza Hut, I think, was different.
It was a restaurant.
Wait.
It was a whole fucking
different.
restaurant.
At one
90s Pizza Hut.
90s
bro.
Pizza Hut was a gourmet
They
restaurant.
changed at one point.
I hope you don't mind this, Eric. How old are you? Like
30.
Oh, how the fuck do you know about this? I'm
I
41.
remember 97.
I'm 41.
I do remember.
I was full on kid.
I remember the year 1997 trying to write the year
Okay.
1997 and not being.
Yeah,
able to
no,
get
I
the
remember
fucking right.
after fucking dude. So no,
I
this
don't
would
remember Pizza Hut.
like this
I
was like
remember that.
You're the
96.
Same age as me.
So
I
let
don't
me
remember
tell you,
I
let me
remember-
tell
I
you,
remember
like
it was-
96.
So there was the Jurassic Park pizza box that they had.
But no, here's the thing:
Damn.
Pizza Hut 96 Pizza Hut was not out here yet. So like in Michigan and Detroit, Pizza
it
Hut
was out here.
But
It was
was
out
it a restaurant?
I think so.
So
Yeah.
like Pizza
Yeah,
Hut in
it was out
Detroit,
here. It was out here.
Yeah, it was
Pizza Hut
definitely
in
out here.
Detroit had a whole salad bar. It had
Okay.
candle lighting. It had arcade cabinets
Oh
in that
my
shit.
God.
And your parents took you there on the weekend when you did good in school. And it was like the best pizza you ever had in your life.
Yep. No, Pizza Hut fucking slaps in back then.
Back then,
As a kid.
somewhere in history they fucked up.
Yeah. They started cutting corners.
They had
Somewhere in history.
dude, they had gourmet good pizza on lock for some years.
I don't know. High school,
I
we
was,
used to just get this little
This
Caesars
is
$5.
totally random, but I was like reading a podcast about it or whatnot, and they were saying like hell, it was like $25 a pizza, which is equivalent to like almost $50
For what?
now for a pizza.
Nah,
Like,
you
just-
smoking crack. Where?
Pizza Hut
No, it wasn't no fucking $25.
for a pizza.
Nah.
I feel like it couldn't have been.
For
No
where?
way.
That's the back in the 90s? No fucking
Yeah.
way.
No,
How
that's
much
super
was it?
expensive for the
But
90s.
I mean, it was probably like $15
Probably
or some
15
shit
bucks
like
for
that.
sure.
Yeah, but not no fucking 30.
But I remember it was like
Fair enough. Wait, no, fair enough. I'll give you this. Fair enough. So one time, me and my family, we had like a family fucking reunion in Chicago, right? So this is my first time in Chicago. I was probably 13 years old, something like that.
Yeah.
And our cousin Chris took us to a Chicago deep dish spot. And one of the things I remember from that conversation, because everybody was riled up, like, the bill came. That pizza was like $50 fucking dollars. And that
Well, 'cause
was
it's
like
deep, bro.
But that was like in fucking maybe shit. That shit had to be like 2000. No, that was like 97, 98.
That's
Yeah.
They said the big difference was in the early 90s. So like
I could believe it. I could believe that
They-
Pizza Hut probably
that
went
they-
for about
they
25
really,
bucks back then.
They had like a big problem that like the value of pizza was demonetized
Because that was their
because-
thing. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
their thing
every-
because they were the high-end pizza place.
Yeah, the dine-in pizza
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
And then once Domino's and everybody was just
They
like only
changed their
delivery,
model. They changed their
yeah,
model.
and
Yeah.
it fucked up pizza.
I
Like,
would
You
agree
know
with
what?
you. I
know
would
what?
agree.
I think I did. I'm not sure if I remember when it was very dine-in. I think I did.
Because
dine-in
that shit was
times.
that shit was a specialty.
But I did mostly order it. I think
It was like I
You know,
remember
that's
like
good.
my pops was like, "You and your sister had a good week at school. We go to Pizza Hut."
Oh my god.
Yeah, my dad used to
Pizza.
take me to Universal Studios like on Fridays once in a while.
That's pretty
That
sick.
was cool. Yeah, I missed that.
We don't have one of those in Detroit.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What do you have in
Go right
Detroit?
there.
We got Belle Isle.
The Jaws.
the fuck
right?
is that?
It's a
Jaws-
fucking
the Jaws
island.
trap, you know.
You
Where
gotta
you
go
get
to
ratchet on.
You gotta go to the island to get ratchet.
It's a fucking ratchet island.
Your dad took you to get ratchet on the island.
Have you guys ever done like anything like? Well, you guys mostly been stuck in a simple bar and stuff, but have you guys ever like done like sort of ideas like giving out free food or something like during your shows or anything like that?
During the friend
It's
house
like-
events, we give like a bunch of free pizza and booze.
Yeah, every now and then at our event,
Yeah.
we would buy pizza
Jungle juice.
and give out pizza too.
Jungle
yeah, no,
juice.
the
Yeah.
like shout out,
Jungle
to,
juice, yeah.
shout out to our friend house days.
Yeah, Jungle
Like I don't know if you
Juice.
remember Friend House. Friend House was a collective we used to collaborate with of comedian. They're like
Just like a
just a house of friends.
yeah, they're like a
hence the
media, just like a comedy media.
James
agency.
has introduced us to
James
them.
is a
James
good
an amazing
artist too,
producer
yes,
and
yes.
artist. But we used to do Friendloween and Friendchella and
Yeah.
it was a
It was
big
ratchet, dude.
Project X house party
got so
with
ratchet.
producers.
Oh, yeah.
Like no, we
Yeah.
would have Jungle Juice, a bounce house.
Yeah.
Like it would go
It got-
down, bro.
So the Halloween ones are kind of fucking crazy.
Madness, fucking madness. Those were like definitely some highlight.
There's some
events
chick
over
I
here.
missed apparently that who's walking around.
The Darth Vader.
Yeah,
Darth
she's walking around with a Darth Vader mask, but topless, like just walking around the party. I was like, fucking had no idea this is even going on at the home part. That's how big it got. But yeah, jungle juice, like free
Halloween
free
shows get
pizza.
insane. I'm always scared about throwing Halloween shows because like people will get like lit.
Yeah,
Yeah, Halloween people just
You gotta
wanna
have a
get
good
fucked
venue.
up. Yeah, you gotta have good venue,
And
good
people.
vibes, good people.
The last Halloween show I threw, this one girl was all drunk and she was just like, "Yo, it was a great show," and she just punched me out of nowhere.
Wait, what? She just socked you?
Yeah, she was just
What?
like bro moment, you know, and I'm like, it came so hard left for me. I was just like,
Punch you in the face.
no, she punched me on like my
Like an
shoulder.
arm shoulder,
No.
like
Yeah,
friendly
I was
punch.
like, I was working the table, and I was just like, I hope you enjoy this show. And
She
she's
fully
like,
blasted you with the
"Wah!" Like,
sock.
yeah. And I was just kind of like, she was like, I caught you off guard, and I was
Wait,
like, very much like,
You
"Are
just
you
got
okay?"
assaulted.
Yeah,
Punch
yeah.
you in your nuts,
Exactly. No, she totally took it like that. She was like, watch out next time. And I'm all like,
Yeah.
"Is it
Next
gonna
time
be
I have a
next
knife
time?"
in my
Yeah,
hand.
yeah.
Right? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Stabs you next time?
You just got gerrymandered.
But I'm always scared about Halloween shows now. I'm just always.
Who just socked somebody, dude? That's crazy.
Oh,
You have a
yeah.
good time? Yeah.
What's
You
the
just get socked.
actually? This is a good question. What's the most lit audience member or like the worst experience you've had with an audience?
We're not
member?
going to talk about that. Nah, that's.
I've seen.
No.
Well,
we
I
don't
mean,
put people on blast.
me personally,
Don't
I've
say
seen,
names. You can.
me
you can
me
just say,
personally,
like,
I've seen like when I DJ'd in a spot, I've seen some guy just fucking like one of those typical like druggy EDM dudes, like just wear like a full mask and a hat. You can't even see his fucking face. You just see his eyes, but you just see him like just like doing weird fucking dances all the time. I
Do
was
that
like,
again?
that's my. I can't do it. He does it way better than I do. It's way worse than that.
It gets the wiggles.
Just imagine you're on any kind of drug, every drug you can imagine, and then
the
do the
worst one I've
dance.
had, and it wasn't my show.
But
I'll
I'm all
point
about that
out.
though, bro. If you're having a good time, not like causing problems, like I don't give a shit what the fuck you're on. You can dance how you want to dance.
This is, oh, and also I think we took the extra step, so I think it looks more like it's a positive. But we had it wasn't my show, also.
Yeah,
But we went to one show, and one guy was like taking too much hallucinogenics,
that's
and
yeah.
like
that was
four
me.
of us had to chase him down and be like, "You're okay, man.
Oh no,
You're okay, man." And like
no.
these times when he would like snap and be like, "Everything's going to shit." Ah! You know?
wait, bro.
And then he socked you.
Yo,
No,
Nick.
he did push some of us.
Yo,
I'll say
Nick.
that.
Remember that the one after hours we did, and fucking CK gave me them shrooms.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Oh.
Yo,
This
so
guy
my-
lost his
our
fucking-
friend,
There you go, there's a
CK
story for you. This guy
wait.
lost his
So
fucking
our
mind.
friend CK, she's like,
They were
yo,
stronger than she let
Wait, she's
on.
like, you want some shrooms? I'm like, oh, they were the bars, the chocolate bars, and I'm
Oh,
like, I've
yeah.
done these before, like easy peasy, right?
Hell no. it's
So I'm like,
chocolate
yo,
free.
like she gave me one. I'm like, yo, give me three. She's like, you sure? Like, fuck it. Man, next thing I know, I'm hiding behind
guy's-
I'm hiding under the DJ.
I'm like, he's behind me, and I'm like trying to DJ. He's like, hey, lose my fucking mind, and I'm like, bro, what'd you do?
Yo, dude,
And I'm like, you're trying to like fucking
I
DJ
was
and shit.
gone, bro.
I'm like, bro,
And
I
then
can't
wait,
help
and
you
then-
right
and
now,
I would go up to her like, I'm like, CK, I'm tripping. She's like, isn't it great?
Yeah, she's only took one, so she's like, bro,
Yo,
no.
that was like the longest fucking night ever. That was a nightmare, bro.
Yeah, it took you a little while to get home. You were trying to leave like 3 hours before you actually
My
left.
friend had to pick me up. I had a friend pick
That's
me up.
right. He couldn't
I had to
drive.
drive my car.
It's a good
I
call,
was, I
though.
was done.
He was on a sick
That was a
one.
good call.
Yeah.
That was a great call.
He was definitely on a.
There
fucking
was
sick
no
one.
way.
And I was like, bro, I don't think I could drive you back because you're like an opposite way from me. And he wanted to leave earlier. I'm like,
I had like one of the same situations and same chocolate bar.
Fucking
Sort of
chocolate
idea.
bars.
you gotta
bro.
watch
Dude,
the chocolates,
fuck.
man.
Anybody out here, watch out for them chocolate
Them
bars.
chocolate bars, bro.
But,
They're so nice.
somebody gave it to me. Somebody gave it to me at a rave, and I was just very much like, I can't take it right now because I got to drive, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll take it at home, and safe enough, you think, right?
Yeah.
But like, the measurements were all messed up on the
They're
bar.
never
like,
correct. They're
yeah,
never correct.
They were all like, each square is like,
Yeah, it's supposed to be like point like 2,
Right?
yeah.
something like that.
So
yeah.
I'm all like, but also I had a high tolerance where I've done shrooms. A little
Well, you
bit.
think
And
you
now
did.
you're
you
investigating.
think
I know,
you
no,
did.
no, I know for
Yeah.
sure. You know how this story goes.
Yeah,
So I was just
exactly.
like, I'll eat a quarter of it. So it's like,
Yeah,
I
which shouldn't be A quarter of the boxes should be like mellow. A quarter of the bar is mellow.
Yeah.
No, that shit gets you fucking lit, dude.
No, I was
fucking
like
liars.
tripping out so hard. Like I think it lasted like 5 hours. But I remember like
shit, that's a little
talking
deep
to
one.
people randomly on my phone and being like, I just want you to know I love you.
Hey, yo,
no,
that's the
that's-
thing
that's
about the
bad.
hallucinogenics. You can't turn that shit off.
No.
Once that ride starts, just strap your seatbelt in. You in.
Yeah, no. Like, the only good thing that I got out of it is I got a bunch of positive reviews. I was like, hey, man, didn't realize you cared about me, but you really care about me.
You told me you loved me 100
those
times.
Yeah. You were just like, man, you're the only one that. You told me you're the only reason I have to live. I'm like, I'm like,
Oh, what the? F-
no, I never say anything like that, but I'm like over exaggerating it.
you
but I was
saved
very
my
much-
life that night, man.
Yeah, but I was very much like telling everybody like you're an awesome person, and just like But like the other messed up thing I did, which was really funny, was that I had a really like hardcore gabber song, like really dark energy music.
Hardcore gaffer.
Yeah, and I was like really high on mushrooms, and I heard it again, and I was just like, "This is such dark energy.
Oh
This
my
needs to be
god, bro.
exposed." And I
You're in
deleted the
your
whole
feelings,
song.
dude.
You were listening to Yo Gabba Gabba?
Yo Gabba
Yo,
Gabba,
Gabba
bro. Yeah, dark Yo Gabba Gabba.
Fucking dark. That's the
But
genre.
no, I was all like,
Yo Gabba Gabba.
after I became sober, I was just like, I gotta recover that song. I recovered it
my
later, and I found it,
God.
but I was very much like, what the hell was that? Like, we're like,
That's basically how it goes.
yeah.
Oh man, Gabba Gabba.
Yo
The
Gabba Gabba.
fuck?
Damn, fucking hiccups.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
This guy had one sip of whiskey and has hiccups.
We got like
It's
pink
all the
lemonade
crackers
and
he
stuff
fucking
if you want.
ate. It's all the crackers he ate. All the mobs of crackers.
A lot of carbs. He's like actually thinking about it. He's just like,
Don't get the itis, bro.
Nah, bro, you gotta hold your breath when you get the fucking
No,
hiccups.
that's what he's doing.
No, seriously, you hold
All
your
you did-
diaphragm in.
All
hold
you
your-
did was create awkward silence.
Go fuck
for
yourself.
everyone.
Dude,
You
I had
held
a-
those
I
hiccups.
just walking into this fucking
Right.
podcast. I had a bunch of
There was me, Frank Pepe.
Oh jeez. Speaking of, I found the place of the name of the place you guys need to try.
When are you posting the podcast? Is this live or is this like just
no, it's not live.
when do you post it?
It's called Zello in Arcadia.
Well, I did the first episode like a month ago, and they still haven't posted ours because they were like, "Oh, we need to make a couple edits of like cuss words and stuff and like other stuff."
You
thought you
did.
said
You
we
said we
cuss.
could cuss.
What the
No,
fuck,
no,
man?
yeah.
I would have omitted
This is
the
bullshit.
fucking
I'm
No,
language.
afraid
no,
to admit it.
Honestly,
I've only
I
cussed
want you
like
guys
3
to
times
cuss.
tonight.
I would have totally omitted the language.
This
I
is
not feel
fucking
bad.
horse
No,
shit.
Cuss. I want you guys to cuss. 'Cause,
I can't believe this shit. This is
Great
fucked up.
googly moogly.
I think I cussed like 10 times in like 20 seconds right there.
you guys have.
I hope- I hope you get a
you know
cut.
they say.
I hope you get a cut of that.
I read an article
Where
that
it's like
said
bleep bleep.
people
bleep,
who
bleep.
cuss are higher in intelligence.
That's
they
a
just say
fucking
that-
lie.
they just say
Start
that.
cussing more.
They just-
That's a
start
big
cussing-
lie right
start
there.
cussing to make it
Yes,
smart.
it's true.
That is the
right?
biggest
also,
lie,
like
bro.
people who are messy, like
What
are
study
also
is
more
it?
intelligent.
This guy's looking up like not the Onion.
He's just like
Articles.
referencing Kanye West.
He's looking up. He's looking up Onion articles. looking like, oh yeah, the people who are cuss are intelligent.
Birds ain't real.
Oh, what the fuck?
Birds ain't
this
real.
guy. Now he's just doing shit.
We taking it there. Birds ain't real.
Fuck you and the birds.
Birds
fuck.
ain't real.
Fuck.
You're right about that.
Fuck.
Birds aren't
You're
real.
right. Birds ain't real.
just because like this is a Valley like conversation. What has been
Birds
like
ain't
other
real.
Valley promoters or spaces that you've been like very much like they're doing great out there.
I don't. Honestly, I don't know.
I don't know any.
Yeah, honestly.
So I mean, like in
I
terms
don't
of
know.
what we do, so in terms of what we do, if you're gonna talk about the independent artist space, I want to say we're like the only fucking Valley promoter. I mean, there's a handful.
What? There's two of us right here.
No, I mean there's a fucking handful
There's a few.
in the Valley for like electronic or hip hop or producer based music. Name them
Besides you guys,
Yeah.
that's what we're saying.
So okay, so there
in the
actually is-
Valley.
You ever
Yeah.
you guys know Milk Room?
Nope.
no.
Wait, who?
Milk Room? over
I like
at
the name, though.
Fallbrook and Ventura.
I know. Yeah.
So
Fallbrook,
they
that's
throw,
over
They
there.
throw shows.
Fallbrook
at
is in the
that-
IE.
at
Yeah,
that
yeah.
store. I don't know who the promoter is or whatever, but they actually do throw electronic shows at
Yeah.
that store.
I can name a couple. Shoot. Let's see here.
You don't remember him.
There's Protect Me, which is this artist group that
What are
does,
they called?
I'd have
Protect
to
Me.
say where the
Protect
And
Me?
actually,
Protect Me?
You guys will love them. They make a SP404 rap duo group.
Oh, nice.
But it's an artist or is it a collective?
Yeah, it's an artist.
Or we're talking about collectives wise.
Yeah, no, but they have this other collective project called Pro, which
Pro.
they do in the
Bro,
valley.
bro.
But also, I gotta admit, they're not really that consistent with it. I hope they don't hate me for saying that. But they're like
And no,
Yeah.
they
criticism,
do
man.
like
No,
a
you-
show like every once every
You know what
3
I
months.
tell people? This
Yeah.
is what it is, man. And no, I love everybody. I want everybody to win. That's one thing about me and Nick. We want everybody to win.
The artists
I'm-
are winning right
Like,
now.
no, my thing is,
yeah.
I'm never concerned about nobody. Your emotion. I don't
You
give
want
a fuck.
artists to win.
I want everybody to
basically.
win because if you win, we win. Everybody wins together, right?
Yeah.
But you know what kills people, and why we not dead? Why you not dead? Consistency.
Yep.
Motherfuckers like don't understand like consistency. That's where the struggle comes. That's when those nights where like I don't want to do this shit
Right.
comes in. And it's like, yo, you put your shit aside, and you're like, it's bigger than me.
Yeah, it's like
This is you,
70%
and then you
of what
remind yourself why you did this. Because the thing about Beats, Freaks, Geeks, neither one of us, me or Nick, it was never about us. It was never about I want to I need to get my name out there or get my name out there. It was like, yo, we generally wanted to create a safe space for creatives to feel free enough to share their music.
Yeah.
And when you have a genuine purpose, when you have a genuine mission and a genuine passion about what you're doing, you're gonna outlast. And I would say like we're not fucking we're not doing anything different than a lot of other people done. I mean, aside from the fact that we have a theme, sci-fi, we stay true to our sci-fi aesthetic, and that's from my love of sci-fi movies, right? But aside from that, I mean, from the artist standpoint, we're not doing anything new, but what we do is we stay true to it. And a lot of people we've seen other collectives come and they go because they're not doing it for the. It's not that they couldn't do it; it's that they weren't doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah, they're doing
Yeah.
it for the
I mean, we
the
were
clickiness aspect
in
of
the
the
Yeah.
crowd or
in the
whatever,
earlier
you know.
episode we were kind of talking about this. Like it's a lot of like promoters think that they're gonna make a positive income. Like after the first
There ain't
or
no money in
second
this
show.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
There ain't no money.
We gotta. And anybody who's in here,
You want to see my
you're
tax
in for
forms?
the long game, guys. You're in for the long game. If you don't got it right
It's
now.
all lost.
Yeah.
Yo, we've been operating in the red since day one, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, and then people like sometimes we get people who ask about money, and I get it, right?
Yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
like, yo, do you realize how much fucking money we lose every year?
That's
Like,
once you like show them like what we threw down, they're like very much like.
like,
"Hey, man,
do you
guys."
think this shit just? Do you think this just comes out of the blue? You know, it's like, yo, there's a lot of, and it's not just the venue fund, but like I said, the website, dude. We use Wix for our website. You know how much fucking money that costs every month? Hosting and shit. Like, yo, that shit's expensive, bro.
Adds up.
Yeah, and yeah.
I mean, things have been kind of intense for us as well. We've been doing Shopify. We do like the Google domains of our website. We didn't. We have our own friends doing the website and like programming and stuff, but like everything adds up too much.
It does. No,
Like
and it's like
we've been
little.
printing shirts, and it's like $300 to print out to get the shirts.
Y'all
to
don't
be
do
like,
the drop
crazy.
shipping.
Like,
That's what we do. Drop shipping for the merch.
nah.
Just to avoid, because we tried like runs of it, like you said, it's you end up with too much inventory,
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
always sell, and now you just got like a bunch of shirts sitting at the crib. So I feel like
I have that experience with like band stuff But like, I mean, as for promoting and like this thing, like, I'm not a collective. I'm just a guy that books shows. You know what I mean?
So modest.
I'm really just like, and I use the venue's name if I'm gonna promote the show. Like, Scotland Yard presents, or I was booking at the Escondite for a second.
Yeah.
Downtown LA. Skid Row Bar was booking for them.
Yeah.
And they weren't satisfied with what I was bringing in, even though like there was nothing going on at their bar. It's like, I don't know. But anyway, so I thought about doing that. I thought about like, just turning like my promotion service, I guess if you want to call it that, into a collective. But I kind of just, I'm super bare bones about the promoting thing. You know what I mean? Like, where I'll just like kind of like just like get a bunch of artists together. It won't be under any sort of collective, and then we're just doing the show together. And everybody brings. I'll promote it. I do promote. On social media.
Do you call the night anything, or is it just
not really? I just say this bar presents or whatever.
So you're more like an old school bona fide promoter.
Yeah, I mean, kinda, I just kind of just do it that way. I want to. I'm thinking about having themes to the nights, or saying what the genre is in the flyers and stuff like that. I make physical flyers too.
Oh, that's pretty
I make
sick.
physical flyers.
See, that's expensive too. Then
Yeah, I mean, it's not.
People appreciate them, though.
Yeah, it's like 15. Spend like $15 per show on a flyer.
Okay.
Oh, that's not bad.
So like,
Oh,
I guess
really?
like
I
there's,
spend
like,
a lot more, man. I spend like, I think like $60
Really?
like per show for a flyer.
You make but you make physicals, right?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah. I make like 300 of them.
Oh, okay. I make like
I hate
20 of them,
physicals because when I see people throwing them on the ground, I get so enraged.
Well,
it's true.
I gotta agree with that. Like, have you ever like gone outside a show and handed out flyers?
Yeah, no, we like in the
We've done
beginning,
that.
like when a motherfucker throw it down, like I'd be ready to scrap.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
I've never been that bad. But
You stole my flyer down.
But I've like gone to a couple shows where like give out flyers. I'll never forget this. There's this one girl who was just like, "Why would I give a fuck about this?" Like,
No, no,
straight up,
that-
like, just
again,
really
like, no,
cold.
no,
And
it
I was
goes
like-
back to what we talked about
Yeah,
that's
earlier.
very
It
much
goes
like-
back to what we talked about earlier. Like, the event is a baby.
Yeah.
And like I'm as sensitive about the shit we do as any art I do. So when if I give you a flyer and you throw that shit on the ground, bro, I'm ready to take your head off. Like
that's,
easy.
That's the one
like,
thing about me that I
but
think
that's
works,
that's
is
what
that I'm
me
too
and
much
Nick
of a
like.
nice guy.
Nick's chill. I have anger management issues.
Well, I'll just be like, why would you throw it on the ground? Just give it back.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, right.
The
Or just
most
not
that-
take it.
Like, even for that girl, I was very much just kind of like, you could have just said you didn't want it.
Right,
You
right.
know, I was like,
Like
she was just kind of very much like,
that fuck shit, man.
didn't
That's
care.
like, yo, it's
how
like,
wasted
yo.
was she?
And
She better be
it
wasted.
always
No, dude,
reminds
I-
me.
Sober
It
as
reminds
fuck.
me,
Sober.
and it
That's
reminds me
crazy.
of how people
Total
don't
douche.
give a. And that's one of the things that always pissed me off the most about being an artist, about being someone who promotes artists, about someone who cares about artists,
yeah.
is that I know the cycle of the artist. I know it's that everyone shits on you when you're coming up.
Mhm.
I don't give a fuck about you. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? They throw your flyer on the ground. They
Yeah.
step on your CD. The moment you hit that curve, they were following you since day one. Oh, I always love so and so.
Yeah.
They're like, man, fuck you.
You've been getting that recently.
No, and it happens. No, we like too. It's like, it's like, in that I'm a bit jaded by that.
Yeah.
Not only from what we've done in BFG, but from just I've seen the entertainment industry from so many different professional angles that it's like
Yeah.
I'm jaded by people, and it's how fake consumers can be.
Yeah.
And it's really like, I think our goal, I think our mission for all of us here is to really cater to the real.
Yeah.
Cater to those people who've been down since day one. Cater to those people who really care about the music or care about creativity, because they often get overlooked, especially as you grow. Those the normies, as they call them, are gonna they're gonna
The normies.
infiltrate.
Yes, the Normans.
They're gonna infiltrate
Yeah.
the ranks, and then they're gonna try to be those people that you need to cater to, but they're not them,
Right.
And we should never lose sight of the people we've started our mission on, and to always nurture our core followers, our core creatives, and be that foundation for them. I think that's the pinnacle of what all of us are doing.
Yeah. Amen. Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
I think so. I think that would be, definitely keeping the thing going, just keeping the momentum going. That's like just my whole thing.
Amen.
You know, which is just like, you know.
Don't throw flyers on the floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if anybody listening,
Don't
throw out fire.
Man,
I'm not gonna.
Bro,
I want you to know, like everybody said,
I
it's like
turn
their
red.
baby. Don't do that.
I turn red.
Yeah.
You throw my shit on the floor, man. I'm ooh.
Throwing you on the floor.
Just in front of your face.
You're not the
I
only
ain't
one.
coming.
And I've seen somebody do it, like just very much like.
Just throw it in your
How dare
face.
you.
And that's why honestly that's why I don't go out much. I'm like I'm too sensitive. I'm too passionate about what I do, and I'm too sensitive, right? And like when people do certain things, it rubs me the wrong way, and I have a very difficult time hiding.
I just don't care anymore.
I have the
just-
opposite problem.
I'm the same way.
Where, I
I
don't
just-
have an
yeah.
ego at all.
You know.
And if somebody tells me like you suck, like I'll just go in my room and be like, "They're so right. I do suck."
Oh my god.
I'll just be like,
I don't give a shit. Yeah, I don't.
No, I don't.
I'm very
Just
much
like,
my not
you're-
give a shit attitude.
I'm like, good. Okay, that's whatever. Yeah,
Cool.
You're talented. You're
Yeah,
doing
cool, that's awesome.
Cool.
I just
See
be
you
like,
later.
I just be like, young man,
Probably
you
see
kind
you
of look
never
like
again.
me. Is that your mother? I think I might be your father.
Oh jeez, dude.
But no, I've been getting a lot better at it only because like my bigger friends have been hyping me up. Of like just being like, who gives a fuck about them kids, dude? They're nobodies, you know. And like, I don't want to be that guy later on in order to just be like some newcomer and be like they're nobodies, you know. But at the same time, I'm very much like I don't care too much about people's opinions anymore.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
I
God.
can't
He lied to my fucking face. You see that? You see that?
But like, I'll say this: it depends on who it comes from. Like, if Flying Lotus was just like your music sucks,
Yeah.
it would kind of hit me a little bit harder. I'd be
Yeah,
like,
I still wouldn't care.
maybe, you know, like I like take back on it. But like, if it's like a guy who's like a newcomer artist, and I heard his music and it sucks, and he's just like, your music sucks, it doesn't affect me at all anymore.
I mean, Flying
Yeah.
Lotus
Yeah.
makes weird shit too. What the
Yeah, I
fuck?
mean, at the end of the day, man, we gotta remember, man, we're artists, and like I said, kind of, I like how this conversation has become cyclical. It's like we're sensitive about our work, we're passionate about our work, and that's never gonna change, man. And that's all the more reason why we're in this together. That's what we're all, whether like I said, whether you're from the promotion standpoint, the creative standpoint, we are creating the platforms for tomorrow. Whether we want to believe it or not, whether you see it or not,
yeah.
nobody's doing what we're doing. And it can be unseen right now. It's a very, me and Nick, we talk about this all the time. It's a very unthankful job.
Oh,
You're not getting flowers and roses for losing your money and putting on showcases.
People
But
thank us though.
no, we do. I mean,
Yeah.
we do have those who, and those are the people who keep us going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
same,
people
same.
who pull us aside and be like, "Yo, like, if it wasn't for what y'all doing, wouldn't we?" And that's what it's about, because what the foundation that all of us are building today is gonna launch the careers of tomorrow.
Yeah.
Some already have.
Right, they're already taking off, and it's
Yeah.
important. And you like I said, I look back, man, 7 fucking years is a long time.
Doesn't even feel like 7 years.
Doesn't it?
Crazy.
It doesn't feel like it at all. But 7 years is a long time, and we can't stop now, man. It's like now is
Don't
Why
quote Diddy,
would you,
bro.
you know, it's like-
Don't quote Diddy, bro.
Pedal to the metal, man.
There you go.
Honestly,
There you go.
we're going pedal to the metal, man. And it's like I tell Nick all the time, like, I had a vision, and sometimes I don't know how to get to the vision. Sometimes it's hazy, sometimes it's clear.
Right.
But I know we're doing something greater than us, and I know we're doing something that's going to change the world. And when I tell y'all, from my lips to God is, Beats Freaks Geeks is going to be something greater than anyone's ever seen.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
Yeah,
You heard it
On
first.
God. I mean,
Heard
on
it
God.
first.
For
And,
me,
and,
it's
and
like-
if you knew what we're working on
Yeah.
in the shadows,
There ain't no shadows.
oh baby, baby, you know,
No,
what
I'm
saying?
out now building my shit.
Oh,
I've ju-
baby.
For me, I've just seen a consistent like growth and progression of like what I do and how I do things, you know, and I've seen people grow to appreciate it more, and I've seen like, you know, more money from the bars come through and more.
I think you could do more with yourself. You need to make it like
Actually, you're way too talented.
you need to like
That's actually
put a
one
name
thing
to
I
what
want
you're
to
doing.
mention.
I feel like you need like
actually-
if I were to give you any advice,
What's up?
it would be to, because you're so multifaceted, to find a way to marry all of your disciplines into an event that caters
so
to every segment of
I
your
actually
So,
also
like,
creative.
gotta
create a
kinda
name for
give that
yourself, yeah.
advice. I would say like put a promotional page behind you.
yeah, something
Well,
And
like,
that would be it. That would be
If
it. Like
all the
that
pages were on
entity.
one
Like,
page.
Yeah,
I
Like-
know.
but I also worry because it's a momentum game, right? So it's like if you start out this new thing.
You've already been doing it though.
I know, but it's like if you start off this new thing, it's
It's
like,
just a
oh,
positive.
there's this collective. It's like, wait, so this isn't you anymore? It's like, no, it's me, but like, you know,
It's just
like,
rebranding.
Something
Companies
presents.
do it all the time. They
I'll be
rebrand
honest
Instead
with
of the
man.
bars
True.
presents.
You're overthinking it, man. It's
Yeah,
just gonna
maybe.
get new
Probably.
audiences later.
Yeah,
That's the only difference. The old audience.
You know what?
will be there.
Honestly, we're kind of going through the same thing right now because, like, I don't know if you noticed. So we put out original music now. That's like the new stage of BFG, and so we've been bringing creatives into the studio and working on original collaborations, which we put out. Shout out to Don Juan DeSparko, last release, 2 Drink Minimum.
Yeah.
It's featuring Don Juan DeSparko. It's a hit.
Yeah.
Baby, but no, that's one of the things. No, we're dealing with. It's like, okay, so now that we're adding more layers to the brand. How do we package it
right.
without convoluting it, right? And I kind of feel like that's what you're dealing with as well. Like, okay, like as I have more elements, as I have more things I do. Okay, the goal is, and I think this is for all of us. How can I marry everything I love with my creative ideas and my creative goals? How do I bring the brand into that and put it all together but still not deviate too far from one?
Right.
And it's a challenge. It's definitely a challenge, but I believe you can fulfill that challenge.
Yeah. I mean, I like I said, you know, I just see the results I get from people, and I get the appreciation from the artists I book. I get the appreciation from the crowd, and I get a little bit more money sometimes, even, and yeah, there's some times where it's like, okay, well, this didn't work out well, and I feel bad, but then when it works out like well, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is why I do that.
Have you ever guys had like a really bad experience where like it didn't work out at all and you feel really bad about it?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Oh yeah, everybody's had those.
Everybody, yeah.
There is no trial without error.
Yeah, it's impossible
Just
not
to
to have that
keep
at
this a
some
little bit
point.
more open, and I'll even mention what it was. It was this. I did a Renegade show.
So you did the renegade.
Yeah, I did. one
Are you
under
the
a
renegade?
tunnel, and I know my artists will see this later, but I want to be honest about this. I put up like a donation thing where I'm like, anybody who wants to donate, you can donate to the artist. And I kept it out there. It was just like a tag thing, and I put it in the cave and other stuff in order like they could like scan it. Dude, the whole entire fucking day, $35 of donations amongst 12 artists. Dude, like it would be almost insulting spitting amongst them.
Yeah,
you know?
they get like $2.
Man,
Yeah,
that's they
$2.
following though. That's they
You know,
people.
I was just kind of being like, oh my god, dude. I
Remember,
can't
we
do
was playing with that idea. Remember
I don't
of doing
that.
something like that?
No,
Yeah,
like a tip jar.
like kind of like a virtual tip jar, but he
But,
mentioned
like,
it didn't
That's
work.
the thing, though. It was that's the thing. I was like, it was a Renegade.
And it's
So
a
it
free
was like-
show, or
Yeah,
is
yeah. It is kind of like
okay.
a free show, and everybody can donate if they want.
Oh yeah.
And there was like also
And
a
they
physical
didn't.
tip jar and like tags.
Well,
of,
how
like,
much did the
event
physical make?
$20,
Fuck.
and the tags it was 15. So it was like very much kind of like. I didn't
Well, how
wanna
many
show-
people showed up?
This is the piss off. Over like 230 people.
Shut up.
I'm not even joking. There's videos of it.
Oh well, they
$35
need to hate their friends. They need to hate their friends.
I was almost like very much like, fuck you guys. You know, like I was like,
that has nothing to do with you. That's their like,
You
yo,
just
that's
donate like
fucked.
$1
So
each.
I went
Like,
to
That's
another,
fucked.
I went to another Renegade show. Another friend of mine, his name is Sebastian. I'm not gonna say his tag or anything, but because he likes being a little bit secret. But he was very much like I kind of harass the crowd every once in a while, or not harass, but like he like keeps people in the front
Oh, I harass my
in
crowd.
order to be like you harass them.
It's like, I know you're buying alcohol. Give us money, motherfuckers. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just like,
And then another thing is that like for especially those Renegade shows, like the hardcore things, there's like a lot of people like giving out like NOS tanks or anything.
oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
So just
and
bringing
just so
NOS
you know,
tanks?
any of you guys that let those guys in, tax them, dude. Like, you realize how much
them the
those guys
fuck
are
outta here.
making, dude? Like I'm not
they're
even
selling
joking.
shit. They're selling balloons and
They're
shit.
selling balloons.
Wow.
$5 each. So they'll make like $500,
So they're
$600.
making profit off of just fucking being there
Yeah.
for free.
Yeah.
That's
so
crazy.
tax them.
Fucking
We've all
crazy.
figured it out. Tax them.
Oh yeah, that's what the
You know
fucking
what I just
cartel
realized
does.
is
Yeah.
life sounds so much better in headphones.
Yeah.
Right?
Sometimes.
I took them off for a second. I'm like, the world feels weird without my headphones.
No, I mean sometimes it's better without headphones. To be
I'm
honest.
also cold, so I need to have headphones.
Right?
They're helping his
keep your
ears out,
warm. They do
man.
keep your ears warm. They're like very.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab the pizza.
Oh, he's gonna get the pizza.
Oh, shit, he's getting the pizza.
I'll be
he
right
ordered
He's a
back.
lifesaver. So I'm going to take over the mic right now. I'm going to
Whoa.
talk about
We all have
Dalton
mics.
Liu in Palacio Palace and his pizza. He's bringing us pizza. It's the greatest pizza you've ever met. And this is NPR, WLJKX. I'm here with some good guests of mine. We're left, right, and center. We're going to talk about some things like pizza and pepperoni. How
You know
about
who
you?
you know who you sound like?
Who do I sound like? Who?
The mad rapper interviewer.
The mad rapper.
Yeah. And like
Scotland Yard.
the interviewer guy.
What is
like
your name, Scotland Yard?
Scotland Yard.
Eric Schaefer.
Eric Schaefer. Where did the name
Eric
Scotland
Schaefer.
Yard come from?
Oh, that's just the venue. That is the venue.
That's
That's the venue name.
Every
bro.
time
It's
you
not
say
his
Scotland Yard, it sounds like a prison in Scotland where someone.
Scotland
It's kind of a
Yard.
prison.
I feel like Jason Statham
It
fights
sounds like a
there on the
tennis court.
weekends.
Yeah. No, it's
Scotland Yard. It is a prison.
It is a.
It is a prison.
It's actually the British police force. That's
Oh,
what Scotland Yard.
That's not as fun.
I know.
Eric
It's pretty-
Schaefer.
it's pretty
Eric
funny.
Schaefer. I'm noafex. This is bittersweets.
That's my artist name.
And we have pizza here.
There's pizza.
I go by
Schaefer.
flawjik when I do electronic.
Flawjik.
Logic.
Yes, I just.
I go by the name of NoFX. I have a new project that I'm going by. It's called Kempeki Plaza.
Why are you taking the rip off from fucking
Yo, fuck yourself.
from Cyberpunk
Go fuck
2077?
yourself,
bro.
Charlie.
Bro, you're literally taking a,
No, that's Kempeki.
that's copyrighted. That's
Whatever,
you
bro.
can't-
I
you
can't get away with shit with this guy.
It's copyrighted.
That's
bro.
why I don't tell him shit.
Why
You can't do Kempeki Plaza.
Yeah, it's copyrighted. Kempeki.
It's not
Plaza
even
is from-
Kempeki Plaza in Cyberpunk.
What is it then?
It's Kempeki Towers.
No, it's Plaza. They have a plaza with
Yeah,
all the
I got
fucking
you. I got
towers
your
around.
plaza right here, Copernicus.
Oh,
Let me get some
Jesus.
plates.
Yeah, yeah.
What happened?
What do you think of Copernicus?
What the fuck?
Copernicus. Well, he had some cool. He
He
pretty
did.
Cool
He had some
he had
ideas.
cool
He had some
telescopes.
ideas.
He had some really cool telescopes.
Yeah.
And even cooler ideas.
Very cool
Allegedly.
ideas.
Was that what you're on? Was that now? Jesus Christ,
Fucking
dude.
Copernicus.
Oh man. When's your next show?
So I am playing an ambient show, a 3-hour-long ambient show.
Ambient show?
Yes, I do ambient music. So I do like
Ambient.
drone-
And you do ambient music. That's
Yeah,
on
yeah.
top of
Does
everything
it
else
sound
you
like
do.
this?
Some ASMR.
It sounds more like
3 hour.
3 hours.
And this is like a live. Are you doing live setup?
Yeah, so I'm playing guitar loops, like I'm looping my guitar and playing
That's
a
pretty sick,
Korg mini log to do like drums.
Oh, the mini log. Nice.
And then I am, I'm basically just flying a spaceship. That's how
For
it feels.
3 hours.
For 3 hours, yeah. That's how it
Jesus,
feels
man.
when you do ambient music. You're just like turning knobs and like adjusting things and stuff.
That's what he's doing right now.
I
He's
know,
trying.
man. Yeah, you're just like
When is it?
commanding the ship. It's on April 19th. I don't know if this is going to be released by April 19th, but
Stop.
yeah, damn.
April 19th.
Well, if you're hearing this,
He
in the
kept a straight
future,
face.
I
He kept a straight
I
face,
played
though.
At,
He did.
I played at Digital Debris on April 19th.
There you go.
Which is a video gallery.
Oh, do you
Really?
know
Yeah.
analog Los Angeles, analog synth Los Angeles?
I think I've heard of it.
He's always at our event. I forget his name. I'm terrible with names.
Hmm.
But he does
I'm terrible
the
with names, too.
he does like the VHS analog art
Oh
party.
yeah, I love that stuff.
Yeah, no,
it's
he's
pretty
really.
sick.
I'll send you his information.
I know a couple of those guys. Too.
Yeah.
Those guys are great. You know, some of those guys are really fun.
The
Ooh.
analog like artists.
Oh,
Like,
actually,
presentations.
I haven't talked to them. Like, honestly, I've been kind of messing up. They've been wanting to like. Talk
I
to
don't
me every
mean to
once in a
be.
while.
I don't mean be an asshole.
You are an asshole.
Dalton Lou, but
You are an asshole.
your microphone might be a little pan to the right or the left.
I don't know. What are you talking?
I have been talking to the left.
No, I mean like it comes into my right ear a little more.
I don't know what it comes in both ears for
I
me.
also put you in mono from the out, so it could just be like.
Oh,
Babe.
okay, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're probably
yeah.
because he comes in pretty
Just wanted to let you know.
middle ground for me. Check 1
I
2.
don't think I put your headphones in mono.
No, it's all good. I can hear you fine, but I didn't know if you were coming in on the right side on the master.
Only because
Yeah.
I've been hearing the bars kind of all right on this end.
Ah,
so I'm
okay.
like, I think I'm all right.
Yeah, I think
If
he's
you
fine.
like it, I love it.
I'm probably pretty loud though. I guess. I don't know.
You're pretty good.
Played.
Oh, go for it. Grab a
Thank you
pizza.
so much, brother.
He's hungry. He had a lot of crackers. All he had was crackers for dinner. He needs some pizza.
I had a lot of crack. I stopped doing that. Jokes. Man, where'd you get this from?
I think it is a Michi's.
Is it? This ain't
I think so.
cheese.
No, what does it say?
Krekos?
Crecos. I
Krekos.
always choose like a random one.
Krekos pizza. I'll take a slice. Thank you. I'll try one of these bad boys out. Let's give this New York style pizza in LA.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it makes good.
Yeah. Honestly, pretty up there.
pretty good.
So many tomatoes.
Yeah, this guy doesn't like LA pizza. Apparently.
So,
Do we have any napkins?
Yes.
yes. We brought
Oh,
them up.
hell yeah. Give me one of those babies. Hell yeah. Oh, sorry. Would you like a
Is there any
napkin, sir?
plans for the last outpost?
Wait, what happened?
Oh, I don't know.
No?
That is a.
It's not up to you, right?
It's not really up to me.
Okay.
No, it's one of those things where it's like if I have the opportunity to throw something out there, that's like super low key. You know what I mean? We try to keep that under wraps. But,
Should I edit this out?
no, you can keep that.
All right.
Oh, my.
People can wonder. People can speculate
Yeah.
about the last outpost.
Well, now we're just like
that's
eating
it.
pizza. Everyone's just chowing down. All this guy had was crackers.
What's the like weirdest payment you've ever gotten from somebody?
Wait,
What?
what?
Has there ever been something that come up short with the money? and
Dude,
you're
I
like-
stopped being a prostitute years ago.
No.
Payment wise, I don't know what you mean.
I one time played a show in Colorado, and it was like it's $100 for the show, right? And like he only came up with 50, and then like the other like amount he like gave me in weed,
Oh yeah.
and he
Wow.
was like, "This is about like 3/8," and I'm like, "Just so you know, it's worth more." So I was very much like, "Yeah, I'll take that." Like I was very much
jeez.
like. But then I realized Colorado weed is very dry and sad, so don't
Is
take
it?
Colorado
I got
weed.
Don't they have dispensaries over there now?
Yeah, they do. But it's like they deliver it from California
Do they? What the fuck?
because like it's cold weather, you know. Like a lot of their plants die out there.
What do they have? Like they could do a factory, like warehouse type of growth.
They're
right?
doing it.
I'll
now.
tell you a horror story though.
Oh
Alright.
no.
I had
Oh God! All right, let's go.
No, I was doing a gig in Fort Lauderdale, and before it was like for spring break, and I had to DJ a set for an artist, and that day the event was like later in the afternoon. Mind you, it's a beautiful summer day. It's hot as fuck. So we drinking at the bar. We drinking, and then like we have a VIP section, and then like everybody's like giving, like we're just taking shots, shots, and I'm not paying attention to like the fact that I'm dehydrated. That it's like 90 degrees
I
out.
already see how this story's going.
And humid, probably.
Dude, literally, like, showtime came.
Oh, no.
I'm on the CDJs, right? I'm fucked. I don't remember how to I'm done. Like, I don't know how to use these anymore. I don't remember what happened, honestly. But somehow we got through the show. I don't think I DJ'd it.
Oh, shit.
I think I was pretty done. But, yeah, that was probably one of the worst experiences I've ever had in terms of drinking and professionalism.
So how the show go?
I have no idea.
You blanked out.
You don't know if you DJ or not?
I think, like, the house DJ had to take over because I was, like, literally blacked out.
Oh wow.
It was embarrassing.
But you still don't know to this day if the house DJ took over.
I don't actually know what happened.
What the? No one's told you the fucking story.
Nobody told me.
What the hell,
It was
bro?
like one of those things you just don't talk about afterwards. Because it was just like,
But it somehow worked out. Like,
yeah, somehow it happened.
Maybe you played a.
Maybe I
what
did.
if you did? What if you fucking killed it?
I know, right? Everybody's like, that was legendary.
I'll never know.
No, we don't know.
What if you like left that place freaked out, but everyone's like, oh,
But it was one of those days where you know you fucked up and everybody knows you fucked up and you just don't talk
what
about
if you
it.
didn't fuck up?
No,
What if you didn't?
I think I would have hated that more.
You don't know.
Where everybody's like, you hit the pinnacle point of where your artistry is, and you don't remember any of it. You're like, did somebody record it? And nobody recorded it, and you're all just like, how good
It's not
was
even
that?
on the internet.
And they're like, 11 out of 10.
I don't
You
know.
know, and you're just like, you can't reference it at all. You're like,
Every set I played like hammered. Every set I played hammered has actually been like one of the best sets I ever played.
What?
Yeah.
I've had the
Fucking
opposite.
lies.
I'm not even kidding.
Lies.
I've had
No,
a couple-
I was on a sick one at the
That's
Halloween.
because you were hammered.
Dude, adult people were there. They told me they're like that was probably. the
They
best
were
set I
hammered too.
played. Then it works out. Then what the fuck's the problem if everyone's having a good time? That makes
Yeah,
no
no,
fucking sense.
that's true.
Yeah. You could happen to you too, but you don't know because you don't fucking ask questions.
You don't drink enough.
It's all relative.
We were hammered, comrade.
It's true though, man.
But what has been your like worst show experience where you've like had like your worst set?
That was it
I'll,
for me.
well,
Yeah.
you said yours, but
Well, he didn't. He doesn't know if it was worse set or not.
well, that's true. I'll say mine. Mine's was I did a Renegade show. It was under a highway.
What is up with this Renegade show, man? This is like all bad.
No, well,
All this,
I-
yeah,
I
Renegade.
mess- you gotta realize, like, once you like look into me enough, I mess with the Renegade kids a lot. you
It's
know,
all Renegade now, man.
every once in a while.
No
And
Diddy.
Well, that's because everybody's broke. you know, like why would we want to pay $50 a ticket when you can get it for free? You know, that sort of feel. You
Yeah.
know, but like for like one of the shows I played under Highway, it was like 300 plus audience. I won't forget that. I was very much hyped up. I'm like, I'm gonna kill it tonight, dude. I played it 5 minutes into my set. The fucking drivers on the laptop crashed. It starts breaking down.
No.
I'm just like very
God.
much like, I'm sorry guys, and then it comes back. Right, so I played 2 more minutes, and then a minute later it crashes again. And so I'm like, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm like, I'm gonna restart it. I restarted everything. The promoter himself is doing like, is everything okay? And I kind of very much feel the pressure. You know, he's just like, things. have
That's
been
the worst when they
fucking
come
up.
at you calm as fuck. Is everything okay?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, that's probably
I
one
know.
of
And I was very much like, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Like very confidently, you know?
it will be.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
yeah.
Are you sure? Is it
And
okay?
then I played, when they did like 5-7 minutes, everybody loved the set. Everything's going great. And then it crashes again.
Oh man.
And it
Damn,
just starts
bro, what the fuck was
buzzing
wrong with your
out
shit?
my laptop. And also, the way I export it, I export everything in waves. Like taking a lot of driver energy. And like,
So you
it
had a
just
slow
went bad.
computer with too much memory.
You know where
Yeah,
you fucked
exactly.
up, right? You know where you fucked up, right?
What?
Fucking waves. Shit.
No, for sure. I could have done everything OGGs and it would have been great. But like I was like very much like producer mindset of like it just.
You're
doesn't
trying to
sound
make
as good.
everything clean as fuck.
Yeah. And,
I was actually
never
just
works
doing
out.
them. I was actually doing the scene from Menace to Society.
No one
Nobody's
knows
seen
what the
that?
fuck you're
Wait,
talking
what's that?
about.
But
You're
You know
too
you
old.
done fucked up, right?
We're too young.
Bill
for
Duke
that
when he goes, you know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up.
yeah. But yeah, I played the set like 7 more minutes, and then he was like very adamant. He was just like, "You're messing up my show, man."
What the fuck? You tell us?
No,
that
dude,
sucks,
this is
bro.
This is
That-
35 minutes in of like 5 or
Guy
4
said
mess
you're
ups.
messing
You
up
know,
my fucking show.
That shit
What
would
an
fuck me up. Oh.
he's a personal friend of mine.
But
you
why
can
was
mess
it? Why
up my
was this shit
show?
fucking up though? Did you
Bro,
figure
can't
out
you
why?
just be like, oh,
It was
it's all right,
the
dude.
drivers. It was the way he exported it. It was a lot of things.
How about he just say,
like what were you running in?
Why is everyone an
Ableton.
asshole?
So you're running in Ableton, but why was the waves not working?
my fucking show.
I exported like 4 extra songs.
What the fuck, man?
And I exported them all in waves, and I was like planning to do them back to
Was
back.
it
What
like
the
the
fucking
space or was it like corrupted files?
No, space. For sure the space.
Gotcha.
And I was just, I messed up the show, and man, the one
That
thing that
sucks.
hurt
No,
me
you-
was that
That
I
sucks. I
told
wish I
her-
could
Messing up
comfort
my
you,
fucking
but
show.
you fucked up.
Fuck that guy.
No, this is what really hurt. I want to reference this. I messed up the show. I felt really bad. I like sat in like the end of like the cave, like just by myself, just being like, I fucked up, right? And some girl comes up to me. It's just like, I want you to know
Oh,
that
no.
if everything went well, it would have been awesome.
Nice.
But I know
But
how
it
you
didn't.
feel, right?
But bro, you're fucking one set out of the whole entire
I
sets,
I want
bro.
you.
It's not a
I want
big
you to
deal.
know that if you didn't fucked up, it wouldn't be the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. And she was just like, "Oh well, later." And I was just like, kind of like, "I know you thought that helped, but I really
Was
got
there
hurt
other
by-
sets? Was there other sets after you?
Hey, look,
Yeah, there
look,
was-
buddy,
Then no,
buddy,
there's
buddy,
fucking hiccups
buddy,
all the time.
Buddy,
That's
I want
bullshit.
you to let you know you're pretty good for a loser. So
Oh my
But
god.
that was like one of the bigger like ones that I was
that
like,
hurts. That
I
hurt me, and I wasn't
suck.
even there.
Yeah.
I wasn't even there. I
man.
just felt like hiding behind that for you. I had a few moments in like, especially during the early digital transition days, like when we were going from vinyl to like first we had Final Scratch. Stanton Final Scratch was before Serato,
No one uses that shit.
and Final Scratch was so unpredictable. It was so unstable, and I remember doing like gigs in college where like I'd be playing some shit and that shit would just crash. And I would just hide behind the DJ booth, like,
What the fuck,
like just
bro?
disappear for like 5
Oh
minutes.
my
Because you know
God.
your laptop didn't reboot in 30 seconds back then. Shit took like 5 minutes, so you just had to like hide
For 5 fucking
You had to
minutes.
hide.
You should have brought some CDs.
Fuck
you have
you,
CDJs?
you hid. You
Were they
hid.
CDJs?
They didn't exist back then.
If the laptop exists, you had CDJs
Man,
back
that
then.
motherfucking clubs weren't
You're a
buying them
fucking
like that back
liar.
then. They weren't buying them like that.
They-
These
no,
hip
I
hop
don't
clubs.
believe you. I don't believe
These are
that.
hip hop clubs. Won't nobody use.
He's making shit
Wait,
up. This
don't
guy's
nobody.
making, don't believe him.
Well, look, don't nobody still use
He's trying to-
CDJs, but fucking dance music places.
He's trying to skirt his mess up by saying what he's saying because he didn't bring CDs.
Nah, man. I
That's-
hid
that's
behind
why.
DJ booths many a times.
You got to
To
come
avoid
prepared, my
embarrassment.
friend. You got to bring everything. Your laptop,
CDJs are for
USB
people.
nowadays. You got to bring USB.
CDJs
your
are
laptop.
for people who eat spaghetti
hard
through their
drive.
buttholes.
What the fuck are you saying? You just
You
called
take
out
that.
90%
You take
of
that
the
and you
industry,
go
my
with
friend.
it. Wherever you
90% of the
well,
industry. you just called
90% of
out.
your industry eats spaghetti with their buttholes.
I'm pretty sure it's probably like about 98%. I don't know who else doesn't.
That's
so everyone
you hear
just
that?
eats spaghetti
That's
out of buttholes.
98% of people who
You heard
eat
it here
spaghetti
first.
out their butthole.
They're here first. Noah says everyone eats spaghetti out of their buttholes besides 2% of their country.
Your
Or
CDJs
DJs.
can kiss my black ass and my
See, he's
grandma's black ass.
because he doesn't know how to use the fucking things. That's why he's anti-technology.
I don't know how to use that shit either.
I know how
Yeah,
to
but
use,
you don't talk shit
know
on
how
it.
to use
That's the
turntables.
difference. You talk shit on it, but
And actually, I do know how to use CDJs.
Hey, no joke. You actually loved my new fucking
Yeah, fuck
setup
that
I
fucking
brought.
girl. I hate
He
your
was like,
fucking
he was
controller.
so like.
Look, he's got.
I bought
let,
the.
let me
I
tell
bought
you
this.
something. Let me tell you something.
I just bought this
man.
new fucking
Y'all
thing.
want to talk about
And he
pissing me
fucking
off?
loves it.
Y'all want to talk about pissing
And
me
if
off?
he's- if
This
he already says he's a
motherfucker, wait,
fucking liar.
look, this
Because he was like,
motherfucker.
oh,
shut
is this
up,
silk?
Shut up.
Is this
He-
silk? Oh, this
He
feels
buys
nice.
this fucking
This
new.
guy went
hey,
off on my shit.
What is that stupid ass shit you
Yeah,
bought?
see?
What is the name of it?
Yeah, okay.
He bought this new controller
I'm not
called.
gonna tell
Hey,
you.
what's it called?
I'm
It's
not gonna tell you.
called. It's called like the Pioneer
It was the most
Cadillac
expensive one they had.
3000. It's a
Wait,
wood
is
grain. It's that wood grain shit.
Yo!
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Opus.
that stupid
Yeah.
shit.
You got the Opus.
Yeah,
The fucking
great.
How-
Opus.
It's fucking
It's-
fantastic. This
the
guy was
hocus
all
pocus.
about it. He's fucking lying.
Can I
He's the
try it
biggest
out?
liar.
Hey, let me.
and my
Hey,
friends try
yo,
it out?
no,
'Cause
Yeah,
Dalton.
you want to come over to the
Dalton,
studio? Let's try it out.
Dalton,
I'll come
Dalton. Let me tell you
Everyone
about
who's
that.
used it
Let me tell you
has
about this
fucking
bullshit.
He's
Loved
gonna
it.
ruin this real quick, but let's
This
let's
song-
see what he's gonna
No,
say.
he loved it.
Shit.
He should have
Ain't
seen his
nobody
face
love
when he
that
first
shit.
see it.
This
He was like, oh.
bro, I'm
He was like-
I'm
he's like
swing
using
on
the
this
turntable.
motherfucker right now.
He's like, oh, this is so nice. What is this, made of silk? This is literally his words. This is literally his fucking words.
Yeah, I was being condescending.
Yeah,
It
my
was
ass, bro. He looked so happy.
Yo, no,
he had a
literally-
fucking smiley
literally,
face.
like,
He was like,
these
oh my
mother-
god, this is nice.
These motherfuckers, he bring this big ass wood grain ass
That's right.
Cadillac ass controller.
That's right. Wood
This
grain.
motherfucker feel like velvet and
Tipping on
Scott.
fofos.
I'm like, what the? I'm like, yo. First of all, what the fuck is this stupid ass shit?
Yeah.
And then he's like,
wishes.
oh wait, what? We had an issue. He was like, oh, you can't just use regular Serato. I'm like, what fuck you mean I can't
No.
use it? You gotta
you
use
just gotta update your
gelato
own
or some shit like that. So
no, he
anyways,
used regular Serato with my
anyways,
controller actually with his
the shit is
laptop.
stupid.
He's a fucking liar.
there's a few things I'm gonna lay. The shit
He
is
uses
overpriced.
laptop straight
it's
up.
overpriced. One, it's overpriced.
No,
Two, it's stupid.
he hates technology.
No,
my
it's
friends.
fucking stupid.
And he used it with ease.
Three,
He loved the new delay feature where
delay.
auto delays for you. He turned it
auto
up. He was like,
delay.
"Oh, what is that?" He turned it up and he fucking
It's fucking
he
stupid.
he
Look,
he volumed
look,
out
bro,
an auto delay. He was like, "Oh, that's pretty
look,
sick."
I used two turntables.
This guy's such a liar.
And
He's
a
such a fucking
Pioneer
liar.
S9. I'm
He's such a
old
liar,
school with
bro.
the shit.
Tables and a microphone.
These fucking
He's such a
fucking
big liar,
these
dude.
fucking controllers
Crazy.
are fucking stupid. And
Because
you
they're
have
too
to-
nice and they help me do too much. I can't
And
I
they-
can't do my hard shit I used to do anymore. It's too easy.
I will take a shit on that thing. I swear to Jesus.
This guy's a big liar, bro. Big lies.
I
going
will.
on. But yes, you can come over and try it out. It's very
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
I
touch
would love
his
to.
touch his velvet
Yeah.
jog.
Yeah, my
Only
velvet
because
jogs.
Alfredo was like very much like, if I really love it, I'll buy it, and I'm gonna like. Buy
It's
it.
trash.
It's not
fucking
trash. He's such a liar, bro. This guy's such
It's
a
fucking
he's
trash.
such a liar.
I'm
He fucking used the shit out of that thing when he used it, bro.
Yeah, because
he was
I
going off.
Wait,
on it.
because I can use the fuck out of anything. You could
No,
put me,
okay,
dude. That's
yeah.
the thing about us
Alright,
us
all
old
of a
school
sudden.
cats. Us old school cats.
So he talks shit on
you
the
can
shit
throw
you can't
me.
use,
You
but he
can
can
throw
use
me in
everything.
front of CDJs. You can throw
This
me
guy
a
is such a
fucking
liar.
in front of any controller. I'm gonna flex on it.
He's just mad. He actually
Can you
liked
do?
it.
He can't do that shit.
He's just mad. He actually fucking liked it.
I
The
fucking
one thing
hate
I
it.
can't deny is like when like somebody like
gonna burn
really
it
starts
down.
scratching finals like really intensely. I'm just like leagues ahead of us, all of us. You know,
I could use everything. Not you. You don't like using everything. I
I
can
use everything. No, you know how
He's a
many
liar.
motherfuckers time this motherfucker be like my face needles don't work.
Dude, Electron Digitact all the way. Oh,
Oh,
No, you're-
what?
oh yeah, with that.
Yeah, just use modular Noah. There you go. Just use modular.
I can use anything. I use anything. There, like one thing I
He's
say
such a
about me.
fucking
One thing
liar,
I can
bro.
say about me. There's no piece of equipment
Oh,
you
my-
can put in front of me that I
That's
won't.
fine.
Literally,
But you
this
say
is
you
my-
weren't happy when you
and
used
wait,
my
no,
shit.
wait,
It's a
and
big
I
fucking lie.
I'll put anyone to the test. There is literally no piece of equipment you can put in front of
Except
me
for modular.
and give me 15 minutes. I won't
Modular.
figure out how to
You
use
can't
the shit.
You can't do modular,
Electrons
guys.
are.
He barely
Give
knew
me
what modular
15,
was
give
10
me
months
15
ago.
minutes.
He barely knew what modular was
Give
like
me
20 minutes
15
ago, guys.
minutes. I'll figure anything out.
He's a liar.
Yes.
You know what? You know what's the challenge for that? And he'll agree with this. The Octo track.
I don't.
That
I don't
thing is a
with the,
fucking mess.
Yeah.
Even people that like know Electron is just
I
like,
promise you.
fuck this thing.
Give me
do
15
it.
minutes. I'll figure any
can't
fucking
do it.
piece of
No, he can't.
equipment out.
He can't do it.
It's the most zen fucking sample.
You gotta
It's
you
just
gotta
like-
reference it, and then you'll be like, why? Why did they make it like this?
Yeah. I never
It's-
screwed around with
Dude,
an
even
Octatrack.
like big,
I mean,
like,
you ever use the SP202?
no, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Neither has he. Don't worry. Neither
Nah,
has
it
he.
was the red one.
I,
It was.
I found the Digitac and I never looked back. It's so good. I love
You
it.
ever use a Roland MC505?
No, I don't think so.
No one wants to use that shit.
You ever use an MPC 2500 XL?
No.
This is a guy just throwing.
No, I
He's
believe
just
you.
throwing shit out.
You
there.
ever use a
He's just throwing shit on the wall, bro.
You ever use a Korg Trinity? You ever use a Korg Trinity?
Have you used a microphone in your phone?
I'm telling you, I'm showing my age. I'm showing my age. Like, yo, look, I had to learn MIDI during a day
Let me
where
tell you about
No,
this.
MIDI back then was a.
I had to learn MIDI when MIDI you needed fucking MIDI cables.
Yeah.
There was no USB MIDI. You actually had to learn how to program that shit through fucking MIDI cables.
Yeah.
I'm old,
They
man.
still have that. They still have.
still
Nah,
have
that
MIDI
shit's rare.
cables.
That shit's rare.
For certain hardware, they used to have MIDI cables, like the fucking weird, crazy
They
ones.
just export the file these days.
Yeah. Where's the file?
Yeah.
Imagine linking a Korg Trinity to an MPC 2500 XL
See-
to fucking Pro
No,
Tools.
that's the thing. Those workstation keyboards, I was just like, these are.
But that was like the heart of everything back
I
then.
know.
Yeah.
I was just like. I was like,
See, he's too stuck on old shit. You can't get on new shit anymore.
I mean, that's the weird thing about artistry is because there's like a lot. I know a lot of like bigger heads that just work on the workstation keyboards,
Yeah.
and
don't know
like
how people screw
once
with
you're
those
great
things.
at it, nobody denies you.
Well, that's the
You're
thing.
right.
No, here's the thing. I agree
But
with
if it's
all-
a nuke one,
Wait, no,
he'll
here-
fucking
no,
shit on it.
here's the
If it's,
thing.
if it's a new keyboard, he'll fucking
No,
shit
no,
on
no.
it.
It's only that fucking controller. It's only
that one all
Your
of a sudden.
fucking
Only
Cadillac-
that specific
your
one.
Cadillac
That-
controller.
That one right
But
there.
no,
yeah.
here's the
That
thing.
he loved
Here's
playing
the thing
on,
I
by
would
the
say
way.
about all instruments, and this is what I love about the digital age, is that I feel like when you master your thing, like we learned this a lot from a lot of the generation of the SP404. When you master that shit, it becomes your instrument. And
Yeah.
anything can become your instrument,
Yeah.
whether it's the SP404, whether it's the MPC, whether it's the, synth, whatever it is, like, make that shit your bitch.
Yeah. That's
For the
how I
most,
feel about mine.
like,
Yeah.
learn the
You sound like Moody Man.
learn the ins and outs of whatever it is you're using and take it to where it can't be taken no more.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased or something, but the Digitech, man, it's just like, it's just so there's so much to it, and it's like an instrument. It's like a
The Digitech. What is that?
It's like it's a drum machine / sampler, and you can just like.
Who makes it?
Electron.
I know. I know.
And it's,
You don't know
it's
that.
just
You know the
super-
Digitech?
You don't know.
It's so sleek. It's just
If
like,
I did, you would
it's
talk
just
shit
like-
on it.
It's
You
just
right,
like-
I would talk shit about it.
It's got so many levels to it.
There's a
It's-
big come up and renaissance of it right now.
Yeah.
If any time
It's
you
still
be
new.
like,
It's like from like 2017, 2016, 2017.
that's
something
true.
like that,
But
you know?
I mean, right now,
It's like
Is
one of those
it-
things
is it
where,
like a
people are
gray
like,
box?
Oh my
Is
god,
it gray?
It's a black box.
I feel like I've seen it,
Dude,
but I've
there's
never
also a
used
gray
it.
version actually.
There might be a gray bird. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you're right. But this thing, it's like, it's got levels to it. It's like if you just like smash it with your hands, you're gonna make something cool. But if you figure out how to actually like cut shit on it and like rearrange it and flip it, like you could do like any genre of electronic music like on it. You could just like you could do like lo-fi hip hop on it. It's got
And all the
it's-
sounds
it's-
like legit.
yeah, it got great preamps.
Yeah,
like when you sample
PAX
stuff,
uses it a lot. Yo,
when you
PAX.
sample
Okay.
when
Yeah,
you
yeah.
sample stuff on it, the preamps like on the inputs are just amazing. You
Mhm.
can just take a phone recording and you can make it sound like
Fucking
3
dope.
times
That's
good.
that's
you
the
know?
one thing that people have been really loving. The preamps are just
Yeah,
like if you got like a big 808 kick, like it's just like
yeah. It's
you're
got a
like
filter. It's
without
got a really nice filter on it. You can just boost the shit out of like the 30 ranges and just make the whole room vibrate.
No
It's
shit,
just-
huh?
yeah, it's like
Oh,
no
it's so
trouble
nice.
with the preamps and everything.
Wow.
It's
so
like
nice.
ooh,
Wow.
the kicks kick.
Fucking dope.
You know?
Yeah. And so like I have things you could do like I have so many different genres of stuff on there. It's like you could do like it's got like a bit crusher on it. It's like you do
Fucking
like
dope.
so you could do like 9 Inch Nailsy Avex 20 like
Yeah.
like crazy
Crush everything.
crazy aggro shit. And
Camel
then-
Crush.
Yeah, you can just crush the stuff. Crush. You can just crush everything. You can delay everything. You can live automate, stuff like so you can like live record and then you can automate stuff. Where it's just there's like so many things. Like I find something new about it. Like every time
That's dope.
I like try it. Anyway, yeah, that's my rant. My plug.
That is my shameless promotion
My
for the
shameless
electron.
promotion that I'm not getting paid for.
No.
If anybody from Electron is listening. You know.
Get this man paid.
Yeah, they're from Sweden also.
It's hard some
There you go.
Swedish motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Give me
they
a
don't
Ain't
discount for it.
know how to make beats.
motherfucking
They know how to make beats beat hardware.
What's
in
his
Yeah.
name? Novation's from Sweden, right?
Who?
Novation.
I thought Ableton was
Actually-
from like.
Is it?
I thought Ableton was like from over there.
Ableton.
They're
I
somewhere
thought it
in
was
Eastern
Germany,
Europe.
right? No.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
I probably got
Ableton.
that all wrong.
I don't know anything, man.
I'm pretty sure Ableton
I
is
just-
around that one of those countries like
Yeah, right?
around there. Yeah.
Mhm.
The push 3, push
The
2,
push 3.
push 1.
The push 1.
What is actually? What's your guys' setup right now? When you
For
guys
what?
like, if like somebody tells you got to play a live set, what do you bring?
I don't know.
out?
I don't do
Personally?
live sets. I've never done a live
Personally?
set, so
I bring my laptop and my machine too.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just DJ. That's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
Digitact, Electron Digitact, and a Arturia microbrute.
Okay.
Nice.
And that's basically that's it. And if you come to one of my shows, this stuff is fat. You know, I mean,
Fat as
I
fuck.
mean, you've heard out like
We ain't talking.
obese, yeah.
Yeah.
Obese and very like the. I use my microbrute as like a noise box for the most part. I do like some like synth stuff on it, like where I'm doing actual like keyboard, but I mostly just crank the LFO and like change like the rate and just use it as a.
Y'all hear that? He cranks the LFO.
Oh yeah.
LFO.
Yes.
I got an uncle named LaFo.
LFO.
Oh my god. Art LeBeau, is that your
Art LaFo. Art LaFo's the coldest
Is he
name.
still alive? Is that guy still
Nah, he
alive?
did.
Are you sure?
Yo, but that's the name,
I don't
right?
think
Art
Art LaFo's-
LaFo.
I think so.
No, man. Like, listen.
Yeah.
A producer named Art LaFo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ain't nobody named Art LaFo.
is there?
Nah, ain't nobody fucking named Art LaFo.
It might be. You don't
I
know
just
that.
made it up.
Somebody probably.
That's your new name again. You got
My
another-
new name. It's my new other name.
It's not Pepe. Fucking Frank Pepe.
Frank Pepe.
He's got
Art
Frank
LaFo.
Pepe and Art LaFo.
Frank
That's
Pepe was.
that's two new names. for this
Kempeki
motherfucker.
Plaza.
Shut up, bro.
You a hater. You a hater ass.
I'm the
man.
hater. I'm the hater.
Hating on Kempeki Plaza.
Bro, you're talking about Cyberpunk. You're talking.
That's
about
all I've
gaming.
been playing.
Yeah, but you can't.
I'm
steal
in
someone's-
Dogtown,
you
bro.
can't
I'm in
s-
Dogtown.
You can't
Look,
steal someone's
motherfuckers gonna
copyrighted
pay what they
name.
owe.
Pecky
Hey,
Plaza,
you guys
bro.
know the whole entire geography of that? We were talking about that in the other
Of
podcast. There's-
Cyberpunk?
No. Dogtown, Frogtown, Goat.
We
Town.
talking
Like,
about
I-
Cyberpunk.
What?
Dogtown Frog.
We are talking about Cyberpunk
Frogtown is
2077.
No. There's like
That's the-
different parts of Chinatown where it's like Dogtown, Frogtown, like
I've
stuff.
never heard of that.
You wait, have you?
You mean like the parts of LA?
Yeah.
Yeah. Frogtown is like over by
the
like
fuck?
Pasadena,
Right?
Atwater
Frogtown?
Village,
They serve frog legs?
Dogtown. No, there's a whole story behind it. I forget. What
Okay.
it
Dude,
is. Yeah.
no,
It was
it's
like-
crazy. Like I didn't know this whole entire backstory
What the
until last
fuck?
podcast.
Yeah.
I was just like, what?
Frogtown is like the area by Atwater Village that like near the LA River, and I guess like it got totally infested with frogs like
Really?
at one point, and it earned the term Frogtown or something weird like that.
Wow.
I'm totally like butchering the story.
Wow.
Dogtown is
You know more than I
Venice,
do.
I think, right?
Yeah.
Or yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's so many. Like,
That
LA
just
is
sound like
huge.
some shit out of
So
a video
dogs
game.
in Dogtown just start-
Dogtown,
just like dogs
Frogtown,
in
Yo
Dogtown.
Town,
Dog Frog Town.
Dog
Dog.
Frogtown.
We had a small argument of like what is Frog and Dogtown in the last podcast because we're like,
What?
and I was like very much
You
like, I
ain't
don't
from
know.
Frogtown.
Yeah, and I was very much like, is that the valley? Like you're just like very clueless about the whole entire subject.
No.
Is Frogtown next door to Pound Town?
Oh my god.
What's funny to me is that like they have like different regions of the valley like that are just the street names basically like oh I live in Reseda or I live in Winnetka or you know
Yeah, right.
and then there's Encino and Tarzana which are like all these places are the same spot basically to me you know but it's all like
Won't you take me to Froggy Town? Won't you take me to Froggy Town? Won't you take me to Froggy Town?
So I guess we're winding down at
yeah,
this
I was gonna
point.
say,
Yeah.
I'm
Shut
starting
your
to get-
face, Gomer.
Well,
Can I get
let's,
another slice of
before-
pizza?
Yeah, no, there's
No,
like two or
you
three
can't.
more.
No more pizza for you.
I got your pizza right
But,
here, Copernicus.
Before we call out or whatnot,
Mhm.
what are your plans for your future for your project? I just want to know like what you have in
Oh
mind.
shit, man. Maybe I don't know. It's a lot.
My
Like
plan-
where do
Just
you want
continuing.
it to go?
Yeah.
Where do you want it to be? Like what's like your prospects of it?
I mean, for us, it's like
I know it's an
bigger
intense
events.
question.
yeah.
Bigger events mainly.
Yeah, for BFG, it's really about this year in particular. I don't know if you noticed, we've been really doubling down on content.
Yeah.
Because we understand the importance of social media, and
Music
though
and
we're
content.
not fans of social media, we understand that it's a means to an end, right?
Right.
So this year we've been really doubling down on creating content, going back to the basics of more content-driven events, and really focusing on taking our events to the next level. So, I mean, there's a lot of plans we've had over the years that really this year we're looking forward to implementing and executing, like more themed events, more experience-driven events, and like I said, we got a lot of things in the works on the back end that we are pretty hush-hush, but you're going to see some legit magic come from a lot of work that people haven't seen over the last 7 years. So some good things are coming.
Dude, book Terabyte.
Yeah.
Book Terabyte. Book me and Terabyte on a show, and you will not be disappointed.
Bang, bang.
There you go.
We got you.
There you go.
I'll throw down some names right now. Actually,
But you had Pinhead. You also had Pinhead Larry, like last time. I think I love that.
Pinhead, he's
Yeah.
that guy.
Dude. Yep, he's that guy. I love
for
I love
names
playing
that I
with
like kind of want people to book more, I love CRTR, I love Bloodline, I love Terabyte. Date night has to be booked on bigger shows.
dude. Yeah,
Like,
I know, right?
I just don't understand it sometimes. She's
Yeah.
killing it all the time.
Yeah.
Let me think. Click is another artist. Oh wait, he goes by Silver Duckling right now. He changed his name. I hate this. That I gotta keep track of everything, you know. Damn, who else? Rick Feds was
Oh, yeah.
amazing
Yeah,
in
he
the
was
last
amazing.
show.
Yeah, he was.
Check him out.
Yeah, definitely check him out.
Is there any acts you want to give a shout out to, you guys?
Hmm?
Any acts that you want to give a shout out to? That you're like, they're
Yeah.
great.
Oh.
He's eating his pizza. I would say Dead Sean for sure.
Oh, he was great too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did he just move to?
He just moved to fucking Portugal, right?
Yeah.
Portugal.
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
Portugal
Like,
promoters.
all these
Hit him
guys,
up.
Yeah.
all these guys like moved to Europe. You know, like, I mean,
I'm going to give a shout out to Deshaun, his wife Brittany. You know what? Duck Girl and Clopsy. Let me tell you,
Yes.
I love Duck Girl and Clopsy.
Mm-hmm.
Duck Girl is like one of our biggest proponents. Always been super supportive. Her and Clopsy, what they help us with is undeniable. So shout out to them. Shout out to Date Night. Shout out to Bad Snacks for everything that she's been doing since we rocked with her. Shout out to Scout. Shout out to D Mars. Shout out to Pete Mack, who's playing this Sunday. Shout out to Silent Assassin, who is playing this Sunday. Shout out to who else playing this Sunday? Tony Slums. Tony
Tony
playing this
Slums is
Sunday.
the OG for sure.
Shout out to Cowgirl, Space Cowgirl, for always providing the retro entertainment for us, man. She's one of a kind.
There's so many artists.
Shout out to Ball Hog Beach. Shout out to,
Everyone on the BFG.
honestly,
who has
shout
ever played with
out, to,
BFG.
shout out to everyone who's rocked with us
Yeah.
from August 2017 up until now. Because if you've rocked with us, you are family. You are more than just a producer. You are more than just an entertainer. You are part of our family. You are part of our growing collective. And we have immense love and appreciation for you. And we will continue to do everything we can in our power to create opportunities, to be that platform, to be that next generation of artists. So shout out to Palacio Palace. Shout out to my man. Woo! I keep wanting to call you
Flawjik.
Schaefer.
Flawjik.
Flawjik.
Flawjik. That's
Floggy?
your actual name.
Flawjik.
I was about to call you. I was about to call you Benningham Palace. Buckingham Palace. Flawjik. No, shout
even
out.
close. Scotland Yard, bro.
Scotland Yard, Buckingham Palace. Shout out to Flawjik. Shout out to Palacio Palace. Shout out to everybody, like I said, who makes this community of ours special. So that's what it's really all about, man. So thank you again, Palacio Palace, Dalton Loop, for bringing us together, giving us this opportunity to speak our piece, to have libations, to have some good-ass pizza, these delicious-ass crackers, and just laugh, joke, speak our piece, man. We need more of this. And we appreciate you, so thank you.
So I'm gonna tell like a cut point on this point, but probably release a month from now. Any projects like later on that you want to reference or anything like that?
I mean, shit. I mean, I got a show. The next show, I definitely.
You could just do like an overall thing of like what your promoter page is, or like.
There's so much going on for me. It's like I have like I said, I want to release a flawjik EP/album soon. I'm just trying to figure out if I should just release it or if I should, just put money down and get it mastered. So that's coming this year at some point, hopefully. Hopefully, I got a Del Vertigo album coming out this year called Avoidance. That should be coming out at some point this year. I have a show that hopefully this will be released early enough that it could be promoted. I have a show at Scotland Yard on June 28th. So I don't know who's going to play that, but we'll get some people on there. That'll be really dope. And right now, yeah, I mean, that's basically it. I'm just trying to like expand my roster, my artist community that I book from, and just make bigger events, put out more stuff, and just keep the momentum going. And I just want to give a shout out to Pinhead Larry and Terabyte, and also Frankie Jack's Nomad from Not Evil and Scenario 808. Like all the LA hip hop people and LA electronic people are awesome. So I don't know. That's basically what I have to say about all that. I'm just trying to like keep it going.
Excited for it, man.
Yeah, and you too. Thanks for having us.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Especially you being a Valley promoter out here.
Yeah.
It means a lot to me to you're out here.
Yeah, I mean, gotta make the thing happen here. Instead of having just LA take all the credit. LA proper take all the credit. I mean, we are LA. But it's people don't get it. It's like this is half of it. But yeah.
But yeah, what about you guys? You guys get any shows coming up?
Oh man, yeah. I mean, for the most part, this year, like I said, is dedicated content. One of the things you'll notice, we're putting out original releases. Most recently, we did a collaboration with Don Juan DeSparco, 2 Drink Minimum.
Yeah.
We had Dead Sean Kennedy. We did Daisies on Acid, CK Jones, Devil's Kitchen. We have a lot more original releases lined up, which is going to be a focal point to the future of BFG, which is culminating a brand that is also an artist. So it's about being an entity that everyone can be a part of, everyone can feel a part of, and an entity that is a proponent for the success and the growth of everyone. Aside from that, more exciting events, more thematic special events. So you're going to see a lot of more variations into the type of events we do, more intimate type things. And like I said, we got some things in the works. I don't like to jinx things, so I don't speak it out loud until it's like set in stone or pen to paper. But we got some shit on the back end that, woo,
and more tracks to come.
Pobrecito is going to knock your fucking socks off. Nice. So, just stay tuned, man. And aside from that, just continuing to grow our beautiful, amazing, eclectic, and colorful community and to be in the trenches together, because we're all in this together. And, everything we do, whether separate or together, collaboration or independent, is integral in the success of all the artists that we support. So kudos to everybody at this table.
I agree with that.
Yep.
Yeah, most definitely. So yeah, most definitely it's a community thing. Don't ever think really.
What about you, bro?
Oh,
I know you were asking the questions, but what about you? I mean, I know Palacio Palace has a lot of things in the works. Lay it on us.
All right, let's see. So we got a 420 show coming up. I don't think I'm going to release this in time. But if you're around there, smoke some weed, eat some edibles, hang out with us. You know me. Come through. I'm not gonna judge you. I, in fact, will encourage you. That's terrible, but
Like
come
a
through.
haiku.
But yeah, come through. It'll be a fun
I'm
time.
not gonna judge you. I'm gonna encourage you, baby.
But yeah, come through. It'll be a fun time. Outside of that, we're gonna head to Japan
Oh wow.
in May 14th to the 27th.
Arigato kama-sama. Arigato kama-sama. What about who you going to Japan with?
I'm gonna go to Japan with the Beats and crew.
Oh, that's right,
Okay.
because Wave Groove.
Yeah,
is connected
Wave
there.
Groove and all them.
Arigato kama-sama.
And then also El Quiamo or Alfredo is also playing a couple shows out there. So we're also gonna be joining him and stuff. So definitely all the Palacio crew is gonna be out there.
I've been
including
to
Spencer.
I've been to Japan. Arigato kama-sama.
But yeah, really hard reach. But if you're in Japan, come through.
right. No, beautiful
Yeah.
country.
There you go.
Amazing country.
Japan.
But yeah, it's gonna be great. Outside of that, once we come back in
Because Duck
June-
Girl's going out there too. Duck Girl
Yeah.
Cops are going. Yeah,
She's gonna be coming
that's
with us.
right. Mm-hmm.
And then in June, we're going to be hosting at PSS Studios. We're going to be doing like a jazz experimental lo-fi day.
Yas, flute. Okay, Ron Burgundy, tell me more.
Yeah. So we're hosting that. We're going to get a couple bigger artists for that. So we're definitely booking right now for it. And then hard reach, but 818. But I feel like it'll be released by then. August 18th, we always do this event where we always do it in the Valley. And it's a big event where we always try getting only a Valley artist. Never 100%. But like we get getting a lot of Valley artists, at least past 50%. And if you're around in the Valley, definitely come hit up our shows. Because we're Valley kids. And we would love to have you out there.
Cool.
Smooth. All right, this was great, and this is brought to you by Carl's Jr. Fuck you.
Oh my god.
It's brought to you by McDonald's.
Yeah.
But fuck them and
Yeah.
fuck everything about them.
Anyway, you can follow my Instagram at looming.shafe. That's LOOMING.SCHAFF. If anybody
Follow.
wants to
Oh, yeah,
follow.
yeah. Actually,
So if
let's-
anybody
Bye.
else here wants to
Uh,
plug their Instas,
We're gonna plug.
Yeah.
We're gonna plug. It's Beats Freaks Geeks. That is beatsfreaksgeeks.com. Our official website is packed with merch, photos, hidden secrets to the galaxy and the universe and more. I'm on mushrooms. Have a good night.
I'm at bttrswts,
He
BTTRSWTS,
cannot
and I have
spell
no
it.
secrets
He
of the
can't spell
universe.
it.
I wish I
He
did,
can't
but
spell it.
it is what it is. I just spell it. That's what it was.
What's your personal Instagram, actually?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, it is noafex. That's NOAFEX.
You can't spell it.
I'm a photographer too, so don't be alarmed by the photos you see. It's all my photography.
Don't be alarmed at the weird
don't
photos
be
he
alarmed.
posts.
yes, anybody's welcome to hit me up if they want to play a show.
Hit them up
Yeah.
if you want to play a show.
If you're in the
DM me.
Valley, definitely hit up these guys. We're always trying to bring up the Valley scene. So
And if you know a good place for good pizza. No. All jokes aside, let me get rid of my sexy voice. Where the fuck's this pizza from?
Yo, where
This shit's amazing, bro. This is some good ass pizza.
Before we go, Zello and
Is
Arcadia.
that Greco's?
Is that cornbread pizza?
Greco's?
Zello.
Yo,
It's
Greco's,
not
whoever
cornbread,
you
that's
are,
awesome.
that pizza was fucking delicious. What type of pizza was that?
Oh,
Is that
man.
ham?
It said New York style pizza.
It's a
I mean,
margarita.
Is
Meat
margarita?
lovers
Yeah,
for
margarita.
you.
Whoa, that
mix.
pizza.
Because you love meat.
Dios mío, so good. Yeah.
Shout out for today, Margarita's
Shout out.
Pizza.
Greco's pizza. There you go.
I hope I didn't
Thank
butcher
you,
your
Greco.
name. Oh well, thanks so much for tuning in.
I think you did.
Thank you, Greco.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joey.
Thanks
Greco.
so much for tuning in, guys. It's been a great night.
Peace.
Thanks so
Bye.
much.
Hey,
Later.
love everyone.
Later. Peace
See
out.
you